in the place where everybody knows your name. Laughter fills the air like a sweet refrain. Sit and share a story, but I drink or two. In this cozy bar, where dreams come true, where smiles and friends remain, and good times ease the pain. Here we go again.
Hello, hello. Can you see me? Can you hear me? Can you let me know? Why, that would be just swell. I'm hoping this one works. I'm not 100% sure it will, but we're hoping so. Let me know how it sounds. If it's shite, we'll have to change things up a little bit. But there we go anyway. Shane, how you doing? You okay? The hat, the famous hat. Mandy, are you okay? It's warm, isn't it? It's gone warm again. Sounds okay. Good. Because we have a new interface. The one I was going to get originally. So, hopefully this one lasts a bit longer. I was thinking about this the other day though. I bought that other one in, was it March 2024? So I've done well over 200 live streams on it, including 49 World Cup streams in a month. It was absolutely battered. So I've got my money's worth out of it. If I have to pay £100 every 3 years or so for something I do at least twice a week, I think it's well worth it, isn't it? Feeling better a little bit. Still tired. Still can't get rid of this cough, but it's way better than it was. Way better. The only pain in the arse with it is because it's on top of stroke fatigue, it's just wiping me out too much. But I've managed to get out and go for another walk today. So I'm pushing myself to try and at least get out there. Esther, are you doing okay? Trying my best. Tomash over on Twitch with the other 5,999 people. There's not 6,000 people on Twitch. The Madras didn't kill it, but it had a bloody good go. Message highlighted. Mandy, you're going to use the last of your jewels. Mandy's going to whip her jewels out apparently. The Lemsip and the cough medicine are working well. The curry was gorgeous as well, by the way. It was nice. By the way, Tomash over on Twitch, etc. I am wearing the latest merch. There's the latest. The Tony Campari conversation, all for the love of the game record shirt. It's an oversized one as well, so it's comfy as all holy fuck. It's brilliant. This will be getting worn for the first game of the season, because we are all for the love of the game. Ooh, star. I love that start, boss. It is a bit of Tony. We love a bit of Tony. So, of course, he's got to appear at the Hill Dickinson Stadium, hasn't he? First game of the season. I'll see if I can sort out a picture. If I can sort... Imagine that. Doing my own modelling for my own merch. Like a fucking idiot. That'd be boss that though, wouldn't it? I should be on there rather than these AI models. Who needs AI when you've got a fucked eye? Oh, party, look at that. I can't get over there far enough to put it on. Nah, it's close. These add up, you know. These genuinely add up. There's something else that's happened as well, which I was unaware of until I got a YouTube email come through. Instead of joining like I don't know, Amazon Associates and stuff like that, you can now automatically just link to things in shops. So like you can get Argos, I think's one of them, or Currys rather. So I can link to things from Currys. So if I'm using something, I can just go, yeah, this is what I'm using. Here's the link to it. And if someone clicks on the link, money, money, money. So I just need to find things that people are actually buying these days. What position is that? Is that the downward facing dog? Or is that the first night in a man's prison? That's that one, isn't it? Please be gentle and use lubricant. You're watching Ajax and they had a hydration break, but you missed the Tony tune. Amateurs. It should be all for the love of the game. W. Are you going to tell us what the W stands for, or do I already know? You complete an utter W. Yes, I know, I know. Oh, it's warm. There's lots of pings going on, isn't there? I like all the pings going on. If I can recommend a thermos I could link to and earn megabucks, if people bought them on the back of watching me drinking out of them, thermos, because I am genuinely worth it. That's a good cup of tea, that. I'll find out where sells thermos, and then next time I'm advertising one, I'll link it, and then if anyone buys one, we'll see money coming in. I do need a new one, actually. This is starting to get a little bit well worn, I think. A bit well worn. That's them all gone. Thank you, Mandy. Mucho apreciado. I do need a not red one. I've got a black one, which I take to the match with me, which is the same colour as the car, so it suits it perfectly. The royal blue one, and there is a royal blue one, is about 50 quid though. And as much as I love Everton, I love money more. If you do bar staff, the nice lantern will disappear. It does, but I know. Have I turned that off as well? I'm sure there should be a blank. There should be a blank there somewhere, I don't know. To hell with the consequences. You spunked all of your jewels on me. I am worth it. Just like thermos, I am worth it. Hang on. Can't even press it in the right direction here. Over on Twitch, we've also got Tomash as a 3-stream streak. Get his right, lad. He's on a 3-stream watch streak. I don't know what everything does over on Twitch. I apologise if anyone's actually watching. Drink! Drink! The moon is on, isn't it? Yeah. Tomash is streaking over on Twitch. He's twitching and streaking at the same time. Oh, Irish red beer. Irish red beer. That's Irish red beer. There you go. That's a nice one. That's nice. I like that. You need glasses to see what Tom is saying over on Twitch. He's coming back, don't worry. He's streaked. He's been over there, he's streaked, he's sorted. He's back. Bit of Kipper's Red. Lovely stuff, man. Oh, it is. It's warm. It's gone really warm tonight. You are on a 95 stream Twitch watch streak for Airliners Live. Fucking hell, man. That is heavy. 95 streams. Do they stream every single day, though? Notice the Ajax lid. It's the details. It is the details. It's even small on a tablet. It's even small on a tablet. Not much I can do about it, unfortunately. Otherwise, it takes up everything. You're saying nothing of interest or use over there. It's all of interest. It's all of use. It all is. What else? It is Sunday and there is stuff. I did actually manage to sort stuff out in between trying not to fall asleep and falling asleep. I did sort things out. They're usually 3 times a week. You're going to hit the ton and it won't be seen. Bastards. Bastards. You forgot the Blackpool Air Show was on. I remember watching some of that last year from down the front. I didn't even know it was on. That would have been nice, just going down there and parking up and watching a little bit. That's a lie. That's a lie, and you know it's a lie. Saw an auto gyro that looked like it was crashing and it freaked you out so you didn't watch much. Don't you have it on a delay, just in case something does happen, you can cut it? Sure, they said that's what they're doing. Thanks for the forwarded bin. The forwarded bin was funny. Genuinely was funny, I like that. Over Clacton. That's the way you've been missed. Footy and melting. Yet another heat wave. Why is Europe getting all of these heat waves constantly? You've seen one of them crash? Fucking hell, man, it must be mad. Lula Berrettini, you can replace the lantern with your own twinkle, Esther. Ah. Swift half. You're nodding already. Do you want to flake with that? Do you want to flake with that, love? Pretend it's a half. I waved on Friday. I had to take my car to the garage, and where it is, which is just on the outskirts of Southport, it's farmland. There's nothing, just farmland. And you could see Mount Pendle in the background. Very, very, very clear. Clear as a bell it were. Clear as a bell. Shot past, I was at work and crashed into the field. Bloody hell, man. Yeah. That's to show us your twinkle. Hot weather tyres. Yeah. Ali, 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 oh, Ali, Ali, oh. Not working. See? Not working. Pain in the arse because it was working, and now because it's supposed to be working, it isn't working. What a knobhead of a thing. This is also something else that needs to be fixed. Everything needs to be fixed. It's annoying. A hot air balloon in some greenhouses. Gee, it's mad, isn't it? Too much Celtic blood in your fat, much higher than 23.4, which is a very specific amount. How am I? I'm not right, but I'm better than I was. Getting there slowly. Mandy's almost finished. Oh, you finally finished book 2. I can't even read. 32 down there, was 36 on Wednesday. What did we get today? 20, I think it was. 20 when I went for a walk, and it was spitting. It was spitting. It's been one of those very sort of moody, autumn is just round the corner kind of days. You know what I mean? Not cold by any stretch of the imagination, but it was 4:30 this morning. It wasn't cold, but it was fresh with the capital PH. Very, very fresh. As I was parked up last night, I got out the car and I looked up at the moon was looking gorgeous, and I just stood there and looked, and it felt autumn, to be honest. Yeah, Shane encountered another snake on his live stream. About 3 seconds after Mandy mentioned it, one appeared. The snake charmer. Yeah, heart conditioning, ditto. Meds are not good for a combo with the heat wave. We need to be careful, all of us, with the heat. How's Mrs. Tom? Can you hear me, Mrs. Tom? Not there now, obviously not. Nothing's working. Now's Domingos to arte ligado más guapo del mundo, eh? Why is nothing working? I had this sorted the other day, and now nothing's working again. It's bullshit. Bullshit. Don't like it. I thought it was invis as it's... Oh, boss, I can't even do anything now. All this can be fixed at some other point. Not even arsed with it now. 21C here today, and grey. Exactly. Saying just down the road here. 2021. It's not even grey at the moment. It's been that weird, it looks sepia. That really strange... Do you know the colour where you think it might rain, but it's still warm and the sun might come out at the same time? It's a bit like that. It's very much an Instagram filter. Yeah, more snakes thanks to Mandy the Snake Whisperer. Nothing but snakes. Just you and your kayak from here on in. DM me on. Get yourself a cheeky Prosecco. You've not long finished work. Mrs. Thomas decorating and slightly manic. Domingo is looking at you like he wants something. Business as usual. Domingo always wants something. South American literature most of the time. That's not a euphemism, that's genuine South American literature. Oh man. Oh, I am sore. Everything's sore. All of it. Although it was so nice this morning. Not only having a musical discussion with my daughter, having discussions about other things as well, it was brilliant. She was talking about social media and the unacceptable ideals of what women should look like. And all the positive reinforcement that I've given her over the years appears to have paid dividend, because she's looking and going, this is stupid. Who was she talking about? Ariana Grande, I think it was. She looks ill. It makes me realise I'm skinny. You are skinny, Jess, you are bloody skinny, but you don't look like she does. You don't look ill. There's a difference between being thin and being like Kelly Osbourne, getting the buckle removement, you know, the cheekbone, the whole cheek thing just taken out. People look absolutely ill as fuck. I don't know what's going on, like. Anyway, Jess is not involved in all that kind of shite, so I'm quite delighted with that. And I got a hug off her, and I was thanked again for playing my part in adoring music. How great is that? Work on a Sunday is blasphemous. What is being decorated? Yeah, as long as you and the fridge freezer are coping, Esther. Is the fridge okay? Freezer okay? How are you? The only thing you don't like about the books is the names, very contrived. Instead of Malcolm, he uses Malcolm, which isn't a Welsh thing, but it is. It looks like it is, isn't it? It's close enough for jazz, I think the phrase is. Esther is still going strong and is touching wood. Nothing's working. Right, hang on. Hoo-yah! Now everything's going to be working, right? That's an matron and a can you hear me, Mrs. Tom? There you go. Remind me to fix all this shite when I've got more time off. The bedroom, she's built a built-in wardrobe, so everything is being painted. I presume you mean she built a built-in wardrobe, not she's built, because that's something completely different. Yo, 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 Mrs. Tom be built, y'all. You had that for your cheeks, you know, you had your wisdom teeth taken out. Don't you need all the wisdom you can get? Oof, shots fired. It's it looks horrible. I don't get it. I don't get why people would do it. I can understand people wanting to lose a bit of weight. I get that completely. But to make yourself look as though you're at death's door, I don't get it. You've got to have some. I mean, I'm getting some re-put in there, aren't I? When I eventually get this surgery done, like, there's going to be a bit more put in there to make me look human, as opposed to some kind of fucking android. But there you go. Crazy. She has constructed a wardrobe and has built the wardrobe in. Mighty fine work, Mrs. Tom, mighty fine work. She has a ledge. Yeah, just wait till you get older and you want to inject him back in. One of the biggest problems with any of this at all is 100% that, Louise. If you want to lose loads of weight and then put loads of weight on and yo-yo your weight, that's one thing. Getting work done that not only costs thousands of pounds but would also cost thousands of pounds and then be dangerous to reverse, that's different. You know, you can fix things just, you know, if you dye your hair and it looks stupid, you can shave it all off, let it grow again and start from scratch. If you're getting Brazilian butt lifts and you're getting all that weird stuff, when people used to get things injected in them so they looked like cheetahs and tigers and things, remember all that on Eurotrash? People were getting bits of stuff injected so they looked like a cat. Suddenly change your mind a bit later on, what the fuck else, what do you do? Can I be decatted? Well, actually your car can't it, so I suppose. Yeah. And also, I get that thing, my mum used to go mad about it, people getting tattoos. 20-odd-year-olds getting sleeve tattoos. Oh, it looks great now, but just wait till you get older. Or women getting the tits tattooed and things like that. What's it going to look like when suddenly they're in the 60s and 70s? It's like, no one's asked what it's going to look like. They don't get it for what it's going to look like in the 60s or 70s. It's how it looks now. But you do need to take that into account, I think. Stuff like that. Before you get things done, be careful. How will it affect you? Because let's face it, you don't really, in all honesty, you don't want, as a gentleman that might be in your 50s or 60s or something, you don't want to be going for a job at B&Q or Tesco collecting trolleys with MILF Hunter tattooed on your lip or something, do you? It seemed a good idea in Benidorm when I was 18, but yeah. Sorry we can't give you the job, Mr. MILF Hunter. We've sent an email to your email address. Change those as well, change those. Yeah, it's all crazy. All of it. Heel crazy. You can still hear it in my voice, which I'm a MILF Hunter. Oh, do you mean the cold? I have, yeah. Shane, you have to cancel your tattoo for tomorrow. Depends on what you're getting, you see. It depends on what you're getting. I've got them. I don't think there's an issue with them. But some you've got to be quite considerate about. You've got to play the long game, haven't you? And there's plenty. Tattoos are normally the worst for it. Who was that knobhead who got tattooed? England World Cup winners, 1966 and 2006. Got it inked on himself. I was convinced we'd win, he said. I was convinced we'd win. Stupid prick. Don't be doing things like that. You didn't think your tattoo through, Louise. Your body fights everything, including itself, so your tattoo looks like it's being slowly broken down and absorbed. Your tattoo looks fantastic. It's a really, really good design. The thing about that one is, I don't think it's going to be embarrassing or look bad in years to come. And you can always keep going, going. I'll speak from the start again with this one. You can keep going back and having it touched in, so it's not a problem, that one. It's a really good design. It's being slowly broken down and absorbed. It does. They do start to. I can't even show that one, but they do go a bit more pale. But you can just get them recovered. And it's not as though it's a massive piece of work either, is it? It's should be fairly quick, fairly easy to do. I like it. Looks good. You've showed us that before, haven't you? It does fade, doesn't it? This one did, and you know something? I was supposed to go back and get it done, but it looked so good. The fading on the trunk looks as though it's lit up, which is exactly what it looked like in my mind. I didn't even say it to the girl. I was just watching it as she done it, and I went, that looks brilliant. And then 3 weeks later, so I should go back and get this filled in, but it looks boss. It actually looks like it's got 3D-ness to it. Is 3D-ness even a word? Or is it just rhyming slang? Yeah, if you bleed a lot, that is an issue. I don't think Louise bleeds a lot. I think people who annoy her bleed a lot. Handy with the fists, you see, Louise. 11 foot 12 -ty. Willowy with it. You'll go back when the cat looks like a ghost. Is that like a proper old-fashioned Lancashire saying? Similar to the, I'll go to the foot of our stairs. Oh, I'll go back when the cat looks like a ghost, I will. Catsper, the friendly ghost. It looks great though. And you can always, as I say, just get it touched up and you'll be alright. Not as if you got like Ed Sheeran's face tattooed onto your kneecaps or something, is it? As I'm sure there are people who had tattoos of famous people who've gone on to become not nice people. Should we put it that way? I'm thinking about singers who have recently been taken out of the gene pool. Those kind of people, you know what I mean? Radio 1 DJs and things like that. Seemed a good idea at the time. Then I found out he was a raging Joe Ronce. Casper, how are you? Yeah, very subtle. It is. It's. I like stuff like that because it actually means something as well. It's not just I'll have that for that reason. It actually means something. It looks fantastic. It's very well designed. There's a lot of space in the world for well-designed tattoos, I think, especially if they mean something to you. That was mentioned last night as well. Funnily enough, one of my daughter's tattoos, which is the "Live Forever" lyric from Oasis. She said that was partly because of me. Her and her mum are getting matching tattoos. She wants me and her to get one as well, so just to be the same. All right, love, yeah. What are we getting? I'm not getting 5 sauce tattooed on me and piss off. Is it Ollie? Is it our Ollie, that tattoo? How's the weather? The weather outside is frightful. It's alright. It's not delightful. Been better, been worse. We're coming to the end of summer though, aren't we? Genuinely. There should be 3 weeks of it left, but there isn't. There's more and more of those orangey, reddy, browny leaves on the trees, and some on the actual ground, on the flower. As though the weather doesn't know what season it actually is at the moment. The grass still isn't green. Yeah, the cat with the treble clef, the two things that got you through lockdown, Ollie and music. That is such a well thought out piece of work, I think that. The guitar, maybe we've got that in common. We have. So it could be something musical. Not necessarily a tattoo of a guitar, but it could be something guitar related. And the autumn leaves, the drought usually does that as well. Or surely does that as well. It could be, but also the fact that the weather has changed. Oof. Yeah, don't forget the sun going dark on Wednesday in the UK. It's evening, isn't it? Apparently. Am I right with that? Is it somewhere like 7:30 at night? A plectrum, that did cross my mind actually. A pick wouldn't be bad. Or a note. Not necessarily a clef, just a note. It is a partial eclipse where we are. Northern Spain through to northern mid through to southeast Spain are getting it. Getting the full eclipse. As are Iceland as well. Iceland gets a full eclipse. But it skirts a little bit too far away. Maybe from the gig we went to, actually the date might not be a bad thing. I was thinking a rune as well. I do want a rune. A protection rune. I like runes. It was so nice last night talking to her about music. Discussing the merits of bass playing. I was explaining how to play certain bass lines to her last night. I can't use my left hand and I'm telling her how to play bass lines. Didn't buy special glasses because it might be cloudy. Ah, yeah. You wanted the music for the last 6 notes of Bohemian Rhapsody, the Any Way the Wind Blows bit, but don't get it wrong. Well, you can get the actual, you can buy the music, the sheet music for it, so you can check it anyway. It's out there, you'll know what it is. I think it's a great thing anyway, so you're alright with that. The next complete eclipse in Denmark is in 116 years. The next complete solar eclipse, rather, yeah. Are you going to that one, Casper? Are you going to that one? I don't think we'll see another one. I'm not sure. I've seen one already, so I can't really moan, can I? Complete and utter totality. Was it 1999? Yeah, when you played it, it sounded wrong. Did you play it with verve? Did you play it with elan? Did you play it with panache? I know what you mean now. Because my dad gave me, or no, never gave me, he borrowed me his Beatles complete book. Which had all the chords written on it, and at the top it shows you the fingering for the chords. And I learned to play all the Beatles songs, and during that time fixed all of the stuff that was wrong, because loads of it was completely wrong. Wrong chords, wrong fingerings for chords. It's like, that is not where they play this particular. You can hear it when you start. No, it's too low. They play this further up the fretboards, a completely different fingering. So I fixed it all. Took me a while. Iradi. Exactly. I fixed the Beatles, I did. So now it's the complete Beatles. Just little notes everywhere. This chord changes in exactly the wrong place, and it's the wrong chord. It should be this. So I fixed it, and it took me ages, but I learned how to play a lot of stuff just by listening. Kids nowadays don't get that. Everything's just on YouTube, isn't it? Or on the internet. How do you play X, Y, and Z, wherever it is? Oh, there you go. There's the tab for you. There's the chords. Here's some fella showing you exactly how to play it. I used to have to sit at home with a record, needle on, needle off, needle on, needle off, or with a tape. Rewind, listen, spank me plank, stop, listen, rewind, spank me plank. You'll be 152 at that point, going straight after your breakdancing lessons. You'll need it. You'll need to lie down after that. You're getting chat pop-up ads for Argos. Make it work. The ghosts of Lennon and Harrison. I was fixing it all, man. Could be why the busker got it wrong. Also, it could be because the busker's a fucking idiot. We all live by a yellow submarine. We've got the book. It doesn't say buy a yellow submarine. I think also it might have been originally written for piano, and then transcribed from piano to guitar rather than let's just start with guitar because it was played on that originally. So I think they got a lot of the things wrong. Maybe. I don't know. You should just start. If you're going to transcribe anything for any instrument, just start with that instrument. Don't do it with something else first. All those houses that have come up by Speak Airport, they all live by a yellow submarine, they do. And also by Dungeon Lane, which is the name of Paul McCartney's latest album, which is really good actually. I don't normally like his solo stuff. It's a bit too saccharine sweet for me. But this latest one is very, very lucky-backy. Lucky-backy to what he was like as a kid and then growing up and meeting the other Beatles. It's brilliant. It's very nostalgic. But for the better. I will be back at the Yellow Submarine. Where are we now? In 5 weeks-ish. Is it 5 weeks? Sometime in September. A date I can't quite remember. Because that was the day my sister goes away. Lucky Backy, Golden Virginia with a fiver in the pouch. That does sound like something that could happen in a Liverpool pub. The Lucky Backy sweepstakes. A golden ticket. The Yellow Submarine. I will, of course, take another photograph of it. Did I? Oh, I posted it. In me thing. I stuck it in me thing, didn't I? See if I can find it in me thing. Just wait a second while I whip me thing out. Oh, got some great photos in this. Including one of the Amazon delivery driver. Close. We all live. You can see it actually says we all live there. By the Yellow Submarine. And look what's in front of the Yellow Submarine. Mandy, look what's in front of the Yellow Submarine. 2 of them. Grit boxes. Look. Grit boxes. 2 actual grit boxes. Grit boxes. Boxes full of grit. I am not getting Lois from the airport, and it wasn't Liverpool she went to, it was Manchester, in the area. Manchester airport is shit and brilliant at the same time, by the way. Once you get there, the drop-off is somewhere completely different to where they say it is. And then you follow the signs and it takes you somewhere else. Utter shit. Liverpool, follow the blue arrows on the floor and this takes you to where you need to go to. Brilliant, there you go. Much better. Smaller airport, obviously, but you know. Her mate, my ex, had a kid with someone else after we'd split up, obviously years later. And my sister stayed friends with her. So the kids grew up together. So these two girls are now early 20s and they've been mates ever since they grew up. So she's a dancer. She'll be in Manchester dancing and we'll just go and pick them up and bring them home. There you go. So I don't need to go and do it. I'm not whipping out my yellow submarine. Dive, dive, dive. Dorito did another print of you as a leprechaun. The face is so you. And he did Laz as Bob Ross. Boxes, yeah, grip boxes. The orange ones. Hoping soon to get a chance to post them over. That'll be good to see. Yeah, the orange ones, they are full of grit. So that when it's icy, you can just go over there and pick some out and throw it on the floor. On the floor. That was the plane my mum and dad were on. They were on that plane right there, actually. On that plane there. It had just pulled up at the gate. True story. Yeah, my sister's going away, I think September. She wants me to drop her off at the airport. And then pick her up, and after that, it's September. She'll probably go away again in the new year after that. That's it. That'll be the last time I have to drive there. Which is a shame, I quite like it. Quite like it. It's not a bad little trip. The Manchester one on Tuesday was quite handy. Because I needed to go for a bit of a drive anyway. And then it happened and I managed to get home safely with beep, beep, beep going on. So thankfully the mechanic is absolutely brilliant. Top fella is Ian. Just said bring it in on Friday. I was off Friday. Bring it in Friday. So I just dropped it off in the afternoon, went in and saw him. He stuck it on the diagnostics very quickly and said there's a problem with the seat belt, where you put the seat belt into the holder. There's a little, I don't know, little thing at the bottom of it, like a sensory type thing to show you that it's actually plugged in. Because obviously if you're driving without your seat belt in, it gives you a warning. So this thing thinks that it's not plugged in when it is. So he's reset that, and if he comes back on, give him a shout. He'll order another one, and then I'll just pop in and get it fixed. How much do I owe you for that? Don't be daft, I'm not charging you for that. So it was great. Nice to have a catch up. He's a lovely fella. Grit in Nederland is cat litter, kattegrit, because it's the same stuff, Esther. It is the same stuff. You can put cat litter onto ice, and it will, because it's got like salts in it and things, it will lower the freezing point, and it'll sort yourself out, a big boss. Kattegris, which sounds like some kind of, it sounds very Christmassy, that, doesn't it? Some kind of Nordic Christmas spirit, an evil Christmas spirit, like Krampus, which you used to get at the middle of the night. Just had a text off your neighbours. They're going away tomorrow, so you'll have to put your own bin out. How dare they? How very dare they, Louise? How dare they? Can you not get a man in to do it for you? Or you get a man with a van? Jim with a bin? Does that not work anymore? Just checking ours. I don't think it's tomorrow. I think it's next week. Our green bins, the garden waste, get done on a Monday. Once every 2 weeks. I think it's next week it gets done. Yeah, no one else's are out. You are neighbours, you are next door. Oh, have you got to put their bin out as well, Louise? Is that what they're saying? Is that what they're angling for? Is that what it is? Hi, yeah, we're going to be away. You're going to have to put your own bin out. Hint, 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 hint. Yeah, find out what colour bin. We all need to know what colour bin. I actually downloaded our schedule, our bin schedule earlier on today. Oh shit, that. I haven't printed it off and laminated it. I should do. That's what a responsible member of the community would do, isn't it? Print off and laminate your bin schedule. What colour are your bins, Louise? What colour are your bins? Come on. What colour's everyone's bins? They'll have sorted it. Brown bin, so it's recycling. Our recycling bin is brown as well. I have never had a purple bin despite being born in Liverpool. How mad's that? You've got a bin app. Very handy. It's needed. Does it give you a warning? You know, because she told you in the text. All right, fair enough. Well, if they've sorted their bin, why couldn't they sort your bin out? Cheeky sods. Why have I just gone bidding bidding? I think it might be the phone. Could be that. Might be. It's all mad. It's all gone mad. You have two bins. When one bin is collected, it swaps places with the other. The bin nearest the gate is always the next one to be collected. Because we've got 4 adults, we've got 2 normal, regular household waste bins, which are grey, dark grey. 1 recycling, which is brown, and 1 green garden waste one. That's it. It depends on the company. The colour of the bins for each product could be different. Ours depends on. It's the council that do it, so you call it different colour bins for different councils. Liverpool are famous for having purple bins because you couldn't have a red one because blues are going mad. You couldn't have a blue one because reds are going mad. Therefore, they mix them together to come up with purple, and everyone loves it. It's very iconic. Green for general waste, grey for recycling. Just got a food waste bin. Domingo feels redundant. Oh, but is your food waste bin anywhere near as beautiful as Domingo? I think not. You bring the neighbours' bins in because you are sound. Just be sound. Our next door neighbour does it for us as well. He's a nice fella, really is. For you, black bin general waste, green recycling and brown for food waste. That makes more sense. Dark green ones with stickers on top showing what it's for. Right, plastic, metal, cardboard, etc. And black one for food waste. The stickers are different. This happens in other places, doesn't it? All the bins are black, but the lids are different colours. Whereas with us, all the bins are completely different bloody colours. It's mad. Grey general, brown, glass and plastic, blue for card and paper, green for garden waste, small green for food waste. Yours sound the same as ours then. General's grey, brown for us is everything recyclable, green for garden waste. We haven't got a food one yet. It will come out, it will. Your council gave up posting a schedule, even they're confused. I know, you calmed down, didn't you, after a while? Because I know there was absolute bedlam, wasn't it, for the first couple of weeks? Did it just go sort of Spanish afternoon? We'll turn up and whatever's out there, we'll just take. Everything gets thrown into the back of the bin wagon anyway. And then gets taken to the landfill. It's all landfill anyway. He went away on holiday, so didn't fill a bin one week, and the bin man kindly called, looking for it. Where's your bin? He said, Alicante, said Mrs. Tom. Now, where's you really been? I've really been to Alicante. Oh, that's not working.
That's actually very good.
That is very good.
Very good.
That is very funny.
I am quite frankly disgusted that very poor indeed didn't work, but very good did. I'm not having that. It's bang out of order. Bang out of order. Grey one for general waste and only emptied once in 6 weeks. That's ridiculous. Council doesn't take your bins, it's bin companies. Well, bin companies take ours as well, but they are run, or they do the work for the council, so the council sort it all out. Then a bin company comes along and just throws it in the back of their van. Van, bin wagon, ban. Oh, the world's gone mad. They just don't take it. So the whole of North Wales is currently swimming in trash. It's ridiculous, man. We shouldn't have anywhere near as much rubbish as we do, but, you know. There are different colours here too in this country, but you have bigger bins because it's from multiple apartments. Very wise. Hashtag bin chat. This is where we're all about. We're all about the bin chat. At what point are we going to fix things? We shouldn't need so much recycling. Why is so much stuff? We're trying to reduce cardboard, we're trying to reduce this kind of waste. Well, why do we fill a recycling bin every single fortnight without fail? To the point where someone has to jump in the top of it and jump up and down. Just stupid, man. We do need an animation, a bin lorry animation. There you go, that's easy enough, Mandy. A bin lorry animation. Keyframe it so it's moving across screen. Piece of piss. Should have got a job on the bins. The pay's better, and you know, some hard blokes. Bit of half man, half biscuit. Don't know what's sadder, us lot chatting about bins, or you sat there listening to us chatting about bins. Ah, Steve-O. You know, bin chatter's where it's at. Yeah, don't if you want to make one, Tomash, off you go. We're all about the bins. Steve-O, Helen, Norfolk correspondent, doing remarkable work in the field. Now, Ruby. What colour are your bins? Come on. I watched a little bit of the footy yesterday, the highlights. Norwich looked particularly good. Carrow Road was looking amazing in the sunshine, by the way. Stunning. Absolutely stunning. Goodison Park, on the other hand, looked tear-inducing. It was horrible. You had to see how animated the chat became because we got onto bins. It's the British disease, this. Other places might have the same thing, but it's the new weather, isn't it? You can start a conversation with the weather in the UK. You can with bins as well. What colour's your bin? Next thing you know, it's 4 days later, and you're still going hard at it. Paper they come to collect by volunteers on Saturday morning at stupid o'clock. That should be better. That's not good enough. Yeah, Mandy tried to put a stop to bin chat years ago, but it's resurfaced. We're all about the bins. Carrow Road is one of those grounds you've only ever seen at night or in resplendent sunshine. I've never ever seen it at 4 o'clock in the afternoon when it's raining. It's always sunny or it's bright at night. It's 100% right there. And it looks amazing in the sunshine. And I think it's the colours as well seem to suit floodlights. Everton's a bit like that. Everton playing against Leeds used to be really good. Blue versus white under floodlight with the green at the pitch. Norwich is a similar thing. The lights pop, don't they? They pop under floodlights or sunshine. Very, very safe subject. It is. It's a good in. I saw someone talking about it. One of those Americans living in UK people. And they said the climate, they were talking about that, to be, you know, everyone talks about the weather. They said, yeah, they do, because it's a really easy way to start a conversation. In the States, as soon as you meet someone, they talk about what's your job, how much you're earning, this, that and the other. So that's a horrible thing. It's too much. Start off with the weather. If you want to talk about your job afterwards, you can do, but it's a nice little gentle in, isn't it? Everyone's got weather. If you're sat at a bus stop and it's pissing down with rain, you just look at the person next to you and go, oof, aye, this weather, aye, oh. And then you can go on from there. You can talk about anything after that. But you're in then. Good evening, everyone. Black bin, general waste. Green bin, recycling. Brown bin is garden waste, which is optional. There you go. We've got so many different coloured bins and not a single purple bin. How bad's that? Yeah. I think bin chat is bad. Do not get onto the Goodison chat. That was so horrible to see that. One of the most beautiful stadiums on planet Earth, and it's just left to go to rack and ruin. I know the women can't fill it. That was understandable, but they could have at least reseated the places where they sold the seats. Oh, it's horrible. It's horrible. Hashtag Ajax chat for you. How did we get on, by the way? Not Ajax. 20 were playing, weren't they? Haven't even had a look at this today. Where are we? Oh no, bollocks. Got beat by Heron Fane. Boo! That's Ten Hag's fault, though. Even though he's not manager, he's director of football. Eric Ten Hag, wanker. There's a subscription to be paid here for the brown bin for garden waste. So you go to the tip instead. That's much better. Do you ask any of your neighbours if they need anything taken when you go as well? Do you wear wicker-backed driving gloves? Do you have a Rover 400 fastback? Cracking start of the season. It was the Carabao. Good win. Couple of good goals I saw as well from Norwich. It was interesting. And interesting to start the season with a Middlesbrough versus Wrexham Billy Ashcroft derby, of course. Note the tip, capitals, not a local household waste recycling centre. The tip, the tip. The one with the big machines and the noise where you actually tip stuff and smashes. Proper stuff, yeah. We have our household waste recycling centre at the tip, so it's a little bit of both. When you're throwing your cardboard and stuff into the top bit, there's proper JCBs underneath and everything. Lancs got beat today, but beat Somerset on Tuesday, and they're through to knockouts. Plastic bin is free, gardening green stuff too, but don't use that. Regular waste you pay is $15 a month, Darren. If you live near Tarbock, there's a YouTube farmer who takes green waste. I used to live near the Tarbock interchange, not far away from there. Which, for those who don't know, is it junction, would it class as junction 1 or junction 2? The M62. Hale Wood is just round the corner from there, as is Finch Farm. Tipper's not close and got no car. Our tip is literally just over there, beyond the back of Tesco. Cricket is working, there is. Neighbour to one side has plastic grass. Oh no, no life in the garden. You do mow their front for them. So you do what? Next door the other way are weird, and Mrs. Thomas falling out with them both. So you pass pleasantries. Wouldn't go to tip for him. Wouldn't go to tip for him if the piss was on fire. Some of the bears are working. It is the Tarbach interchange, it is, which is the M62 M57 interchange. When we moved to Southport, and obviously we moved from Halewood, if I was going back home, I would go that way, go to the Tarbach interchange, go through Halewood, and then go back down to Garston. Much better. It's now, you can't get through there at the moment. It's been, Junction 1 has been cut off for about the last 6 months. Odd. Switch Island and Dunningsbridge Road, these places you hear on travel news, mythical places. I have to go there on a regular basis, Switch Island. The M57, if you come off the end of the M57 into Switch Island, you cross Dunningsbridge Road and it comes to Southport. We are on the old pause, so it is sort of working. Halfway up the screen, but where it is ish. You now have to book a time slot to go to the tip. That's mad, isn't it? I can understand where you are, because I've seen quite a few TV shows. There's loads of landfill, which is now falling into the sea, isn't there? They might not want to go down that route again, where you put stuff in landfill and then it'll eventually corrosion will end up bringing it back out. So I sort of can understand that, but where we are, I don't get it. Mad. Woke nonsense. It is. Dyche wouldn't stand for it, would he? Booking a time slot to go to the tip. It's his best part of the week, Sean Dyche. Part of the joy of the tip is being able to go spontaneously. It is. It's nice to be able to spontaneously enjoy a little bit of the tip. Yeah. Started understandably during lockdown, never changed back, bastards. There you go, yeah, just drive to Suffolk and lob it out the windows. They won't notice anyway. You're having that one, Dave. It actually works quite well. At least you'll know you'll just drive in and there's a parking spot. So it actually works out better. See, I'm just so used to being able to go around the corner whenever I feel like it. During summer hours, it's open till 8 o'clock at night. And then during the winter, it's open till 4. So it's always just there if needed. To pay them to park 100 yards away from the station you want, yeah. That's modern jazz, as they say in Japan. Oh, my throat. Don't think I'm getting away with the comments about spontaneously enjoying the tip. I know. I didn't even give it a Frankie. I thought I'd slip it in there and see what happened. België. Heb je iets van gevoel? Great tune on a Juke at the moment. Schiet je net naast je doel. I know it felt overfilled. Anyway, well, it is Sunday. One second, something has happened and now I can't move. The fucking mouse pointer, why can't I move it? Stupid bloody thing. Where are you? Where are you? Let's be having you. I'll unplug it and plug it back in and see what happens. Because I might need to actually plug this in, you see. Are you now working? You are now working. Right, I might need to add the new mic. We'll soon find that out. Right, can you hear me? Is that working? It should be working now, shouldn't it? Right, here we go. Yet another airport trip. Oh, he came with me, did he? Look at the cheekbones, man. Gave cricket a try. I was epic. Obviously, he wasn't playing for Lancashire. Bird shite everywhere. He did clean the car today. Fair play. Because I've changed that, I will now have to add that to Kippers and Horace as well in a bit. This is the pain in the arse. But there you go anyway. Jeff never looks so good. Talk on it. I love talk. Sound and vision, where? It's not talk. Jeff is looking very Jeffy, isn't he? A multi-million-pound hole in the ground. Probably a rebranding behind it too. The old local ones will be called Tip Express or just the Tip. It will be, won't it? Christine, you've missed Jeff. You were typing so you couldn't see all of Jeff. All of Jeff wasn't on display, Mandy. Cricket Jeff was hot, Mandy. Oh, Cricket Jeff looked amazing. Cricket Jeff's eyes were like chipped ice. Unfortunately, it was chipped into cow corner and caught. See, the Manchester Originals managed to win an amazing game yesterday. Amazing. Some incredible cricket. I know we don't like the 100, but there's been some incredible stuff over the last few days. Insane catches, caught and bowled, sixes that go from one stadium to another. Amazing. But yeah, Cricket Jeff was looking, oof. Cricket Jeff he looked like a swing bowler. Can you imagine him rubbing his balls and whacking one off over third man. I can't even speak. I can't speak. You filthy beggar. It's going to be cutting edge recycling centres. We already recycle a lot and have done for 20 years. He is very, very Jeffy Anderson. Oh, Jeffy Anderson. Swinging like a rusty gate. Wagamama, I'm still convinced that's not a Japanese restaurant. Bullshit. It's a Jamaican chat-up line. Wagamama. Walk this way. If I could walk that way, I wouldn't need the talcum powder. Oh, fucked. Absolutely knackered. And it wasn't properly light at whatever time it was this morning, 5 o'clock. I was used to going out at 4:30 in the morning and it being daylight. It's not anymore, it's terrible. P-break. P-break. Jokes aside, you remember when the tip here was a hole in the ground or a mound of waste? It's now parkland and the site proudly proclaims it recycles 75% of what it arrives. That's boss. I like that. You might go to Wagamama tomorrow. Wagamama mañana. Did I load the kangaroos? I did, but I'm not sure where. I'm not sure if they were loaded into this or into the other. Why do you want another kangaroo? Where did I put the bastards? Do you want me to try another one? Or is it for Wednesdays, isn't it? Mandy. The latest one I've got, there was one that was played. I'll speak to you off contract. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I've got 3 on there. One has been shown. It makes you jealous. The nearest is Groningen, an hour and a half in the bus. Kanga Blues, yeah. Tim Cahill and Jason Keaton. Who else was there? I missed Wednesday. Oh, I did miss Wednesday, didn't I? Of course. Knobhead. Oh. Right. Might have to go to the other scene, but we'll have a look anyway. What did we have? Oh, it did, it worked. We fingered Louise's kangaroo pouch and a kitty popped out. Filthy behaviour. There should be 4. In that case, I have not loaded the last one, Mandy. You have to remind me of these things. I think my head has been so far up my arse, I was almost a robberust myself. Ah, I know, isn't it cute? Do we need a song? Do we need a What's in Louise's Kangaroo Pouch song? Could we make one? Udio would have done it. Suno just wants to make full-on 4-minute songs now, and they're all fucking shite. I remember taking an old washing machine to a hole in a field with your dad years ago, pushed it into the hole, must have cartwheeled down into the side of an old car someone had pushed in. Get out, man. You don't think so, Louise? You don't think so? I'll take that as a yes then. Let's see if we can come up with a with a song for that one. The lady doth protest too much. I think she wants a song. I think Louise wants her own song. For when we peer into her kangaroo pouch to see what's in there. Guess what I'll be doing later? That place where I go for my walk, that used to be a tip. They're building on top of it at the moment. Yet again. They built loads of houses on there. Now they're building more. They're using pile drivers to put pylons in. Because it's a floodplain as well. And instead of pile driving, they were supposed to have to screw them in. But once they started doing that, I developed asthma because it's full of shite coming up. It's a pocket. It used to be a pocket, Louise. It used to be. Now it's not. Now it's Louise's kangaroo pouch. Boing. And why am I hearing that in the voice of Nick Frisby? It's a pocket! It doesn't sound like that, but you know what I mean, don't you? Brian Conley. It's a pocket. Yeah, it's a pocket. Doesn't make it any better, Louise. Doesn't make it any better. Ali's grand. So she is. Where are we, by the way? Right, you see, even on this one, that's not working. There's something not right. Something's not working when it should be working. There's just too much going on. I need to fix all of it. I should have fixed all of it the other day, but I never got round to it because I was too unwell. That was the problem. No energy. It doesn't really take much energy to sit here and fix things on a computer, though, does it, to be honest? Esther, yourself and Ali don't have a car, so you can't talk about tips and you are bored. You wouldn't be bored if you could go to the tip. You'd love the tip. You can't handle the tip. Fuck's sake, what's wrong with me? Like a child. At least it's not one of the purses tourists. Oh yeah, the purses that tourists buy in Australia. Made out of kangaroo scrotum, aren't they? A bit like the wallet I bought years ago, made out of foreskin. If you stroked it a few times, it turned into a suitcase. The only tip you can give is to say, stay sound. Well, that's not the only tip you can give, Ali. That is not the only tip at all. How about tie your shoelaces? Don't run. You've got loads of tips to give. Sam, sorry to be making a late entrance. It's not a late entrance. An entrance is an entrance. We appreciate your entrance. Best tip you ever been given is don't eat yellow snow. Absolutely. Don't wipe your ass with a broken bottle. If at first you don't succeed, you'll never be a budgerigar. All of them. If you're a naturally unlucky person, then maybe skydiving is not for you. That kind of thing. Good tips. All good tips. Ali, you're slacking. I know you can't see it, like, but, you know. I need to fix the lights. Doesn't look good, does it? I've got to fix those lights. Fix those damn lights. Very good tip, yeah. Stay sound and live long and prosper. Sam, what colour are your bins? We need to know what colour your bins are. Dark green bins. Lovely stuff. You watched the parade vids. You were worried for the lady in the red top who kept running in front of stuff. I've not seen them yet. You're waiting for someone else to say it. Giving someone else an opportunity, that's what it is. Oh, hang on, that can go. Sorry, I was just texting the word wanker to someone. Fact. Actual fact. She was getting the info about each car. Is this the same thing that you sent one, didn't you, a couple of years ago? Is this the same kind of parade? Because it looked fantastic. I've not seen this one yet. We'll have a look. Saw the vids but wondered what the fireworks were for. Shits and gigs, that's why. Just shits and gigs. Oh, man, oh. It is warm. Well, it is warm. Oh, shite. I can't remember. We're going to check some. This asshole again. Was just checking. Although I might have to go in and add the mic to that one as well. I've got to put the mic into everything because it's replacing something that's getting binned. Bastard. There you go. Offaly Festival. Dark Green, we like that. Do you have any stories about the tip, Sam? Any music anecdotes? We're on Tip Talk. The Brr Festival, which is the coldest festival on the planet. The tip, yes, the tip. That tip. That the tip. The one and only tip. Shane multitasking. He could be multitasking. He was multitasking. Was it earlier or yesterday? I can't remember. With the snake. Was that yesterday? It was yesterday, wasn't it? It was the snake yesterday. There once was a crooked man who lived in a crooked house who had a crooked penis. That is an actual fact, that one, Tom. There is. The dump or the landfill. We're all about the tip tonight, we really are. Anyone got any tip tales? Don't recall any interesting stories about those. It must be a UK thing. If you go to the tip, there's always something crazy happening. There's always someone throwing something away that they shouldn't be, or trying to retrieve something they shouldn't be. You believe Adam Carolla said that on Loveline once? I've not seen it. But he's right, we all have. So I'm led to believe. Very few can be used as a rule. Yeah, if you recall one, slide it in, Sam. Do I need to access the tip? I think I might do at some point in the next week or two. But we're alright because we've got the recycling turning up all the time. I think I might be alright. I think. Although the recycling bin is always absolutely heaving. It used to be even worse when I was drinking wine. It isn't anymore. But it's still full, bizarrely. You're doing fine. Next time I go to the tip, I will whip out the camera to show you my tip. It's a really nice one as well, to be honest with you. It's a fairly hefty tip. Big white snake. Who's got a big white snake? A lot of sliding going on. Yeah, Sam, how's Mr. Sam? Can you hear me, Mr. Sam? Is he alright? How is he in himself? I've got to do a lot of filming. That is just up there, so I'm going to film next time I go to the tip. I will film. Also, I tried to, but I couldn't because there's nowhere to stop. I was going to try and get a picture or a little bit of video of Mount Pendle to show you how close the bloody thing actually is. It is just up there, but there was nowhere to stop. On the way back there was, because the train came, but I couldn't get out the car to film it because there was cars behind me. And I thought it would have been just my luck to jump out, try and record it, and then the barriers had come up, and then people would try and mow me down. But I will get out there. It looks fantastic. Just shows you how flat the land is, to be honest with you. That all of a sudden you look out and there's just 38,000 feet Mount Pendle is there in front of you. It's amazing. It's gorge. When was your fine bird watching stream? So was it Wednesday? You did your chores for your dad on your Thursday, worked Friday to today, so you are tired. Not surprised, man. Esther's whipped the white snake out. Mr. Sam is doing fine. He had some morning appointments today. I think he has an evening one as well. Schedule finally filling out. Good stuff, man. We'd like to see that, Sam. How's your dad, Tom? He's on good form. Getting a bit doddery, but doing okay. Isn't it horrible when you reach that age? The doddery age. I'm only saying that because I'm approaching mine now. And my daughter occasionally looks at me like to say, what's wrong with you? Christine, how are you doing? Charlie Bravo 04. Charlie Bravo 04. Jeff was at the airport and playing cricket. He was living the dreams of Tomash. Imagine most of you in suburban US have not visited the facilities your rubbish may travel to. When you were young, it was to an incinerator. It's part of the, I don't even know what you want to call it, part of the daily life of us growing up in the UK back in the day, taking stuff to the tip. Or you'd save it, and if someone had like an estate car or an SUV or something, I'm doing a tip run. Anyone got any stuff they need taken to the tip? Next door neighbour, fella over the road. I'm going to the tip. Going to the tip. Do you need anything taken to the tip? Why have you suddenly turned into fucking Peter Kay? It is just going round shouting to people, tip, tip. Going to the tip, tip. Do you need out? Going to the tip. You see trash dumps on TV crime shows, which is like Breaking Bad. We have our own version thereof because people are there. You missed Jeff, you did. Wash your mouth out with soap and water. Jeff is 9 o'clock hours prompt, he is. Christine, what colour are your bins? Come on. What colour are they? It is very neighbourly. Because we're very neighbourly people, or at least we used to be back in the day. Before we started shopping into the feds and everything. You'd go around, you go and try and find if anyone needs help. Old people especially. I'm going to the tip. Do you need anything thrown away? No, not really. Never mind, not really. What needs to go? Well, I've got 7 tons worth of concrete out the back that needs to go. Right, Sam, we'll get rid of it for you. And the local big heavy lads will go and do it for them, you know what I mean? Doesn't work like that anymore, and it should do. I'm going somewhere, I can take some shite for you. Do you want me to take some shite for you? Go on, son. Bring that back, we need more of that. A lot of it's gone because we do recycling. The fellas come and you pick your bin up. That's it. We haven't got to sort it out ourselves. We're missing out on stories by having someone cheery appearing at 6:30 in the morning, whistling Ed Sheeran songs while he takes your shite away. It's not the same. It's Ed Sheeran's fault, prick. Green, silver, and have some brown for garden waste. I think you're due to have another. You've got silver bins. What the hell's going on here? Green, obviously, because of Nottingham. Rural folk that either don't want to pay for a pickup service or they're in an unincorporated area often burn the trash or illegally dump. Now, we couldn't do that. Don't know, how are you? Who's taking a shite for who? We're all taking a shite for each other. Okay. Seeing as though you asked nicely, Christine, and Mandy, you missed out because you were too busy bloody typing. We'll have double Jeff, okay? Are you ready, ladies? Double Jeff in the house. Look at the eyes, just look at the eyes. It is a bit Jimmy Anderson, that, isn't it? It's a good jawline, though. He looks as if he's up to no good there. Hoo-yah! There you go. There you go. Yeah, joining the tip stories, Donald. Neighbourly kindness and recycling. Do we still get people looking for metal to recycle? We do. We actually do. Normally, it's not on a rag and bone wagon with a horse anymore. It's in the back of a flatbed. Always looking for shite. Always impressed when you watch Garden as well that we have a green garden waste specific pickup. There's a separate fee for that. We always get ours done. Has to be done, man. Turn up on a street corner ready to fight, having misinterpreted the notice about being a scrap. Any Jeff will do. Any Jeff will do. You need to see Thomas's lawn. You've reseeded it with a clover mix and you've got a lush shamrock lawn. That sounds like somebody can drink. Have a lush shamrock lawn. Don't know what colour are your bins, come on. You screenshotted the first one. You filthy beggar, you. Cow tipping is imminent. Are you in a restaurant and the waitress is particularly horrible but doing a good job? Is that what you mean, cow tipping? You have a couple of days each year where yard waste is picked up and electronic and other toxic stuff. Alright. Or you used to. Got to schedule and pay now. We can just take ours when we want. Ours gets picked up anyway, but there's a tip round the corner. Hence, go into the tip. Scrap vans round here have started robbing people's yards. Can't leave anything out. Can't leave out. Bastards, aren't they? Sent a pic from Donut. Where are we? Where are you? Let's be having you. Oof. Look at that. That is a sunset. Look at that. Either that or a nuclear bomb has just exploded somewhere off the west coast of Ireland. Would you ever look at that? Beautiful. Bloody beautiful. T-tail, no evidence. Third tall engine. What now? Who's a T-tail? T-tail. Don't have any. You do have bins for the hens. Hens bins. Can't imagine having a disposal site within walking distance from anywhere you've lived. Our local tip is a 3/4 of a mile. 3/4 of a mile walk from here. Or a couple of minutes in the car. So it's really handy. But they come and pick up your garden waste anyway. And your recycling gets picked up once every fortnight. So it's alright. But if you've got anything extra that you need to take, it's just up the road. It's grand, so it is. Where does the rubbish go? That New Jersey takes waste from most of the surrounding states. They do, don't they? Famous for it. New Jersey. A civilian airliner. Yeah, like they come in like Jimmy No bins in it, bruv. Oh, I'm so tired. The air show, our air show is at the end of the month. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to that. Cans, plastic and glass go to recycling in one of two locations, and food waste is either composted or given to the pups. That's much better. Recycled properly. So that one works as well, so we'll check that. And of course, does the U work? Oh. Ooh, would you look at that? Ooh, would you look at that? Right, so some stuff does actually work. Not everything, but some stuff does actually work. In other words, you're having a Scooby-Doo. You haven't got a Scooby. Tony Soprano was in waste management. Lots of those chaps were in waste management, were they? Lots of things used to get waste managed. Things like, I don't know, cars, Jimmy Hoffa, all kinds of stuff got waste managed. When Big Jet are live streaming from Miami, you can see in the distance a hill, or as the locals call it, Mount Trash. It's huge. Fucking mad, that, isn't it? You would have thought. No, there must be places where they can get rid of it in the States. There's got to be. I mean, Yellowstone, there's a plume underneath Yellowstone. Can you not drop it? Have you not got volcanoes that you can drop stuff into? Can you drop shite into volcanoes? Will it just burn? The thing that trigger upon my button presses seem a bit loud. I'll have to check all this out. They shouldn't be any louder than normal, to be honest. The mic might be quiet. Yes, the mic is quiet. I might just have to add a little bit extra to that. Should we try that now? Where are we? Focus. Is it a fuck or focus? Focus. 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 Are we getting any louder? Any louder? Any louder? Any more for any more? Any louder? Any louder? I don't know. Too loud? No. Yeah, I've got to be careful. I can't have it too loud where it's clipping, obviously. And also, I don't shout too much, do I? I'm not shouting because I've also got a sore throat, which is part of it. The end of the Goodfellas film is so good when you keep finding bodies everywhere to the tune of Layla. What? Nicky Lauder? What? I used to get that all the time as a kid. When I was a kid, they used to call me Nicky. Little Nicky. This was way before that film, so it wasn't anything to do with that, but yeah, Little Nicky. One of my dad's mates asked once. He hadn't seen him for years, and he come up to the pub and went, "Where's Little Nicky?" Little Nicky. Little Nicky stood behind you, and he turned round, and I was like towering over him. Fucking hell, Ash. Play another video so we see if it's evened out. I don't know which videos play music and stuff. Should we have another playing one? I might just have to up the volume on this particular mic. At the moment, it's not clipping, but the output might need to be a little bit higher. I don't want it going into the red because if it does, it'll sound distorted, but the output, I'm sure, can be higher. It's the 48 volts turned up and everything. Yeah, no, maybe, I don't know. Pussy sleeps with the fishes. It does, he sleeps with the fishes. The landscape around Miami is flatter than the fens, and yet the only hill is just trash. It's stupid, isn't it? Not seen that film for ages. Watch that film. It's a bit like the Netherlands, only way more humid, horrible heat. Got an ant in Florida. You haven't seen that film or any of the Godfather ones? The Godfather 1 and 2 were amazing. Absolutely. Goodfellas is fantastic. You should watch those films, man. You should. It's your favourite film. You've watched it 3 times in the cinema and numerous times after that. Nowhere is flatter than the fens. Apart from maybe Keira Knightley. Sorry, Keira. She doesn't watch my streams. It doesn't really matter, does it? Bless her. The fens are weird, as is East Anglia, because genuinely, you could say they were Dutch or Belgian and people would not be able to tell the difference. I know they were connected at some point, but it's ridiculous how much they look alike. Godfather's good. Godfather 3, is that the one that's the absolute heap of shit? Ooh, bit of ooh. The best bit of Layla. There's no good bit of Layla, to be honest with you. You haven't watched them either, Ali? How? Pops and bangs. Same there, Sam, or at least not sat down to watch any on purpose. You've seen parts involuntarily throughout life. They are so ubiquitous. They're amazing films. They genuinely are. And whether you like the mob or not, has been part of everyday life over in the States, and by extension for the rest of us. So it's interesting. I do find the whole subject interesting. I listened to the audiobook of The Five Families by Selwyn Raab, which was a 30-hour audiobook, and it was absolutely fascinating. They're not human. The way they think is just not normal. The only mob film you've seen is the kid one with Jodie Foster and Chachi from Happy Days. Bugsy, man. What a film that is. What a film. Yeah, The Godfather 3 was utter shite. Eric Clapton, not a fan. Not a fan. Not a particularly nice human being himself either. It was a Dutchman who created the Fens in the 18th century, would speak volumes then, to be honest with you, Steve. It does, it looks just like the Netherlands or Belgium. As does a huge amount of East Anglia. I've been watching Henry Turner, a landscape photographer from the Lake District. He's been in East Anglia the last couple of videos. Never been there before, and he's absolutely loving it. Says it's a bit of a cheat code. Wherever you go with your camera, it just looks like a photo is waiting to be done. Loves it. Loves it. Didn't know at first it was the Layla song, just because it was just the music. The splat guns are brilliant. It's a really good film there. You grow good onions there, and you'll know your onions. It kind of still is part of the American life. Nowhere near as much as it used to be, but it is, isn't it? Unfortunately now, the Capo di Tutti Capi has a fake tan and is protected by the people around him. Nah, to be honest, even the mafia wouldn't be cheeky enough to do half the things he's been doing. Jodie Foster, the one with De Niro as a cab driver. Not that one, Esther. No. There's a film called Bugsy Malone, which is well, I don't want to say it's a mafia. It's not mafia. It's a mob thing, isn't it? But all the people that they're playing adult characters, but the kids who play them. So it's Jodie Foster as a kid, Chachi from Happy Days. They were all kids. They were all like, was it early teens, 10, 11, 12-year-olds when they were in the film Bugsy Malone. It was Alan Parker, wasn't it, who directed it. Really, really good film. Musical. Very, very, very good. Just seeing kids acting as adults is hilarious. Seeing them acting as like an Al Capone story is brilliant. They're adorable as well, the kids. If you've never seen it, Esther, it's well worth watching. You grow good everything. Hang on. Got to get a Frankie for that one, I'm afraid, Steve-o. Got to get a Frankie for that. Freaks you out. You shouldn't be able to see a tree 30 miles away. You should be where you are. You can see everything. You can see the entire world where you are. 38,000 feet up Mount Pendle, you can see the Great Wall of China. The Long Good Friday, cracking mob movie it was. Bob Hoskins. What an actor he was. Ongelooflijk, jongen. Esther, it's worth watching. It's a really, really good film. It's one of those ones that I think we in the UK grew up on. And we just take it for granted that everyone's seen it, but you won't have done. Ever get a chance, watch it. It's really funny. It's brilliant. Ever seen Donnie Brasco, the Bronx Tale or American Gangster? I need to watch Donnie Brasco. Bronx Tale, I think I've seen that. The American Gangster I've seen in the past. Have you seen my t-shirt? It's the Tony Campari Conversation. All for the love of the game. Marvellous stuff. Marvellous stuff. Bugsy Malone sounds like that film with Annette Bening and her hubby at the time. Warren Beatty. Yes, it's supposed to be sort of... it's based around loads of true crime stories from back in the day. Al Capone and all that stuff. But it's funny. It really is. Definitely worth watching. See if you can find it. It might be on YouTube. The music's really funny in it. The songs. It's like a proper little... It's a musical, isn't it? But the kids are playing all the adults, so it's brilliant. And lots of really, really good actors before they became known as being top class Oscar winning actors and what have you. Like Jodie Foster was in it as a kid. I know she was in Taxi Driver as a kid as well, but it's funny seeing them. It was made over here. There's loads of young British actors in there. It was Alan Parker who made it, and it was just it's like a who's who, isn't it, of young actors coming through who suddenly went on to have stellar careers. It's brilliant. Road to Perdition as well. It's a Tony Campari shirt, man. The future. Wait till you see it outside the Everton Stadium. Oh, it gonna be good. It gonna be good. Right. It is Sunday, so we're going to have to go and do kippers, but I'm going to have to add the fucking microphone because I'm a dickbag.
But kippers Vindaloo. It can't be good for you.
Is this working? I think this is working. Right. Drivers sue Mercedes-Benz and allege car's logo gave them burns. 2 people claim to have suffered second-degree burns after a raised metallic AMG logo on the driver's seat came into contact with their skin. 2 drivers of Mercedes AMG cars have filed a class action lawsuit against the luxury car company after they allegedly suffered burn injuries from the AMG logo on their driver's seat. Gabriel Lahiani and Karandeep Bath claim the logo gets so hot from the sun that it causes burns, according to a court document filed in a California court. They allege the front seats of certain Mercedes AMG vehicles have a design defect where the raised metallic AMG logo is reasonably expected to come into contact with the driver's upper back, neck or shoulder. Could be worse, could have been a hot hatch. Hoo-yah! Oh, get off, you pine bastard. Right, so it gets hot because it's in the sunshine, it's in California, and it's metal. Cover it up. Cover it up, or if it burns you, don't do it again. Donnie Brasco is a bit underrated. It's a proper true story as well, Donnie Brasco, isn't it? Yeah. Henry Hill, he was in the witness protection programme. It's on ITVX. Ooh. You should be able to get that ITVX. The t-shirt, Christine, the one I'm wearing. The Tony Campari conversation. All for the love of the game single. On Bears Paws Music. Looking very 1950s-ish. Looks boss. Had a Metal Gear stick knob in the Mini. Yeah. Got really hot or cold depending on the weather. My dad's got Minis. The same thing. Got to be really careful. Really careful. It's on YouTube as well. Ooh, link for the YouTube video. Very tasty. Very tasty. It's oversized as well, so it looks like it'd be really good as a nightie for the lovely lady in your life. Gents. Just saying. It's brilliant. I love it. I love it. Need to refresh the merch stuff anyway. I'd rather wear my own stuff at football matches rather than theirs. Bollocks to them. I think you burned your thumb as a kid on the metal seatbelt thing, but not like singed skin. Yeah, it's mad, isn't it? You'd cover it up. I am thinking maybe, and I might be 100% wrong here, but I'm thinking maybe, perhaps, these are cars where the roof comes down, convertibles perhaps, drop tops, in Californian sun, and they're moaning because metal things within the car get hot. I'm thinking maybe put the fucking roof up. There you go. How's that? There you go, Mandy. Is that Bugsy? Is that Bugsy? I can't even pin that. It must be so far down that I can't even get to pin it. No. Miles behind. Miles behind. Let's have a look. Can we refresh that and see if the chat actually catches up? Catch up, you prick. There you go. Yeah, it has. I'll pin that. Hang on. If you've not seen it, it's pinned. Definitely worth watching. Boss film. It's a boss film. The film is boss. As films go, it's a boss film. Should be. Should be. You can't pin, can you? Even though you're a mod. That's not right. Mods should be able to pin things. I'll have to ask about that. I've got no one to ask about that. Doesn't it matter? Right, actually, I don't need to pin Horace. In fact, let's do Horace now, actually. It is Sunday. A bingo advert. Then one for life insurance. The daytime repeat. He's right. He's right. All day long, all day, every day. Bingo advert. Life insurance advert. Bingo advert. Life insurance advert. Funerals. Gifts and wills. Just repeat, repeat, repeat. Annoys the bastard life out of me. Unless you're not feeling it, it won't burn like that because you naturally jump away. You should do, yeah. Unless you are too intoxicated to pull away. Not available in your country, it says. Bastards. Bastards. There will be a way. As Jeff is my witness, there will be a way. It's definitely a boss feeling. Though Horace was talking about YouTube ads. Not yet. He could be though, couldn't he? Because he's an elderly kind of cat. Even though he's a bear. Right, I'm going on the telly and off the phone. So you'll say good night now as you can't chat on the telly. Ah, no problem, Louise. No problem, no problem. Sweet dreams when you do drop off. Give Ollie a scritch off us. And we'll see you next time we finger your kangaroo pouch. Frankie. Filth. Absolute filth. I will also, at some point in the next few days, I'm going to have to get out there in the car and go and show you just how good Mount Pendle looks. It's such a boss shape of a hill. Looks brilliant. But just there in the background, looks amazing, man. Genuinely looks amazing. And you'll understand why I think it's 38,000 feet high, because it's just, there's nothing else around it. It's amazing, man. It's amazing. There's a few versions on YouTube. Just search Bugsy Malone. It genuinely, Esther, it's worth watching. 100%. It's adorable. It's funny. Cute. Really, really good film. And you can then sit there as well and try and work out how many of the kids that you know have gone on to have massive careers. A film called Tristan and Isolde was filmed around there. It's on YouTube. You can see loads of the scenery. James Franco. Brona Gallagher, she's boss here from The Commitments. Henry Cavill. Mark Strong's boss as well. I like him. He's in the Kingsman, isn't he? Mark Strong. Fucking spectacular. Yeah, Brona Gallagher. What else was she in? She was in something I watched recently. Might have been a TV show. Can't think what it is. We'll check later. Had to watch more ads to return to chat, obviously. She was in Pulp Fiction. Was she in Pulp Fiction? That's a film I've not seen since the 1990s. Mad. But in some good stuff, like. She's funny as well. Was she a stand-up comedian as well as a singer? Angry woman from Northern Ireland. Speaking of which, I spoke to our Jackie. She's all right. Speaking of angry women from Northern Ireland, hopefully she's getting back to her normal self, which is an angry woman from Northern Ireland. She was in a dealer's house on the sofa. Ah, right. Next time I tell him, I'll have to watch out for her. I bet you there's loads of stuff like that, isn't there? Just random people. Like in one of the Harry Potters, Ian Brown is in a cafe, staring his coffee with a big long finger. Weird. Morning, Jackie. And in one of the Only Fools and Horses, Take That are playing on the jukebox, and Robbie Williams is sat at the bar having a beer and a smoke with a long wig on because he's a huge fan. Fact. Fact with a capital PH. Yeah, there must be loads. Or there must be loads of things as well where people have appeared in stuff before they become proper famous. MASH is really good for that. Patrick Swayze was in it and all kinds. Shelley Long from Cheers. Tackleberry, remember him from Police Academy? He was in it, as was G.W. Bailey, of course, was in there as a regular character. It was Lieutenant Harris in Police Academy, and he was Rizzo in MASH with his little Billy Bubba. Yeah, loads of people. Ron Howard, Ronnie Howard, his name was in MASH, who then became I think Richie Cunningham in Happy Days. Just there's loads of people. It's mad. Everywhere you look. Lawrence Fishburne was in one of them. The fella out of Chips, the blonde fella, the tall one. Just everywhere you look, full of people that were just Hollywood stars appeared in there to begin with. It's cray. Only know a Broner that does crime TV. There'll be loads of Broners in Northern Ireland. It's quite a popular Irish name, isn't it? Yeah, Pulp Fiction, not watched that for a long time. Must be the 90s. I don't get to watch a huge amount of films. Tristan and Isolde. Shakespearean, of course. You don't really want too many Northern Ireland folk in Shakespeare films, do you? To be honest, come on. As much as we love them, come on. TB or not TB? Just doesn't work. That is the question, you bastard. Although that could actually work. That would be alright, I wouldn't mind that. Maybe we should do that. We should remake the whole of Shakespeare in various different accents. Make it so. There's got to be a YouTube series in that, isn't there? Now is the winter of artist consent. Which, of course, for those, I don't know, if you're in the UK, you might have known that one. There was a place that used to sell, was it Millets or somewhere like that, used to sell tents, and you had a sale on them during the winter, and that was how they done it. Now is the winter of our discount tents, which I think is an absolute genius thing to do. Getting Shakespearean on sales. What more can you ask for? Ali, how close are you? Oh, 600 miles away. No, you're not. I haven't got a clue how far away you are. Loads of the extras were local. You know, loads of them, including your neighbour. The beach where the fort was about 3 miles away. Isn't it, boss? I love stuff like that. Loads and loads of Hollywood films get filmed near my work in Liverpool. And it's interesting watching things, trying to spot places that are now... I mean, 51st State used to annoy the life out of me. Having car chases, and it's so annoying because I'm watching it going, right, that is next to our work. That is 6 miles away. That's on the Dock Road. That's right by the new Everton Stadium. That's now back near our work. What route are these pricks going? Of course, we know that, but it's not needed for the story, is it? It's just that it's a chase. But it annoys the life out of me. Why are they going down Dale Street? They were just on Regent Road. Wankers. Lippy Horace is Scottish. He is. He's from somewhere in between Edinburgh and Glasgow. That's the excuse for sometimes him sounding quite Edinburgh and sometimes sounding slightly more Glaswegian. Done a short of the same beach. Your shorts lately of Ireland look absolutely amazing, mate. They really do. Just those little quick hits of here is somewhere that is more beautiful than where you live. Bye. Horrible. Lots of financial incentives offered to make films, there is. And also they'll quite happily close part of the city off for people to come and film. So loads of Hollywood stuff. Fast and the Furious films have been filmed there. Florence Foster Jenkins was filmed outside the Liver buildings and by our, and one of the Bourne films was filmed on the street where my building is, and they turned it all into Moscow, I think it was. Phone boxes were suddenly had Russian writing over them, and all the street signs were changed and everything. It was brilliant. It's amazing, man. Sherlock. Lots of Sherlock Holmes stuff gets filmed in Liverpool as well, because it can look very much like Yorkshire Ripper, the Jack the Ripper era London. Nothing to do with the Yorkshire Ripper. There's still cobbled places up in the Georgian Quarter. In London you can't really get that kind of vibe, and they can't shut places off. Liverpool, yeah. You want to shut half the city down? No problem at all. We'll all go to the pub. Give us a shout when you're finished. Yeah, so Sherlock, you will have seen stuff filmed there. When I go and do my little Everton postcards, lots of it was filmed along there. The Peaky Blinders and stuff was filmed there as well. Lots of the stuff that wasn't filmed in and around Birmingham was filmed in and around Liverpool. Used to see them all the time. Back when I used to go to the office. Always filming stuff. The Quiet Man with John Wayne and Maureen O'Hara. Oof. Was filmed within 45 minutes. Horse Race on the Beach was filmed 2 miles from home. That's a proper film as well, that, isn't it? Maureen O'Hara. What a beautiful lady she was. Maureen and Marion. John Wayne's real name was Marion, wasn't it? Marion Morrison. Fact. But she was, Maureen O'Hara was the early day lust of a lot of men, wasn't she? The flame-haired Irish lady. A very popular lady. Flame-haired Irish temptress. Some call her the Ali of her day. How fucking smooth was that? Hey, how smooth was that? Sickeningly smooth. You could have been an extra in First Night when you lived near Port Maddox. Having seen the travesty, was you glad you chose to work instead? Fair enough. Maureen lived to a big age too. Good stuff, man. But again, this is going back to what I was talking to my daughter about last night. The modern sort of ideals of beauty and things like that. Back then, women looked normal. They looked stunningly beautiful, but they looked normal. And they weren't starving themselves, overly starving themselves to fit an ideal. So they were healthier, much healthier. Being able to watch films nowadays, again, talking to my daughter, just saying, if you watch the stuff that she watches, and she was moaning about TikTok and things like that, seeing Ariana Grande looking like that. So, well, I watch a lot of Talking Pictures TV, and it stands out so much how beautiful and normal women were back in the 30s, 40s, 50s, etc. They weren't trying too hard. They didn't have procedures. There's no lip fillers. There's no... I mean, Gloria Graham ended up having... I don't know if it was body dysmorphia, but she was so worried about her face. She was filling her cheeks with cotton wool, cotton buds, you know what I mean? To try and make sure she looked a bit more full in the face. Stupid. Still a beautiful woman at the time, but yeah, she was worried about that. But nowadays, everyone's so concerned. Back then, it was just, you look beautiful, therefore we're going to keep you like that. Or if you look beautiful and you had a large bust, like a Jane Russell or someone, or a Jane Mansfield rather, we'll try and accentuate that and make a point or two of it. But apart from that, it was just, this is how women look. Good hairdresser, good makeup, good actor, get on with it. We're not going to send you away to shit yourself healthy for a couple of weeks. So when you come out, you look really, really good, and you look like fucking that. It's horrible. It's horrible. These young girls, I feel so sorry for them. Yeah, not as much muscle, just skinniness. It's horrible. Just it's an ill looking thing. We're trying to make people look as though they look ill. It's stupid. Ali, oh, no worries, bon nuit, mon chéri. Tie your laces tomorrow, no running round. Yeah, even my daughter, who's 20, is now of that age where she's looking and going, no. I don't want to live up to that kind of expectation. I don't want to look as ill as she looks. Ariana Grande, she was going on about. She doesn't look well. She looks like someone needs to have a word with her. That's my daughter talking to me. I was so proud of her last night when she said that. She looks like someone needs to have a word with her. So that's brilliant. That's a young girl who's now starting to come to terms with how she looks herself, Jess. I'm not trying to live up to what she's looking like. She's so much better. Because Jess is like that anyway, but I mean, she looks healthy. Healthy thin rather than... Yeah, the anorexia looks not good. It's so unhealthy. It doesn't look good either. I don't get it. I don't get the supermodel thing that we had for year after year after year. Clothes look great on... No, they don't look great on them. They look like they're draped on something. Girls don't look good as 14-year-old boys. End of story. Fucking hate it. And then being the dad of a girl growing up through that, I didn't know what to do with it, apart from try and be as honest as possible with Jess. Tell her how awful it looks, how unhealthy it is, and how it's not normal. I hate using that word as well, normal. It's a horrible word to use around anybody, but it's like, I had to say it to her, this is not normal. What you see in Hollywood films or what you see in fashion magazines or on TikTok and stuff is not normal. You cannot attain that without having some kind of serious health problem or without having a shitload of money to throw at things. It's fucking horrible. Yeah, having the diabetes shots available to everyone is a huge problem. Shouldn't be allowed. Did a key part of your training on a ward that specialised in the care of those with disordered eating? A lot of the pre-qualification time working there, there's nothing as tragic and complex. Because it doesn't matter how many times you explain to the person you're dealing with how dangerous it is to them. They can't see it themselves. It's horrible. And it's rammed down the throat constantly. You should look like this, should look like this, should look like... Why? People are different. People are tall, people are short, people are thin, people are fat. People are strong, people are weak, people are all kinds of stuff in between. I know it's difficult making peace with who you are and how you are, but once you do, and you start just enjoying who you are for who you are, you're much better for it. Yeah, Ozempic and Manjaro and stuff like that, isn't it? Adverts on the buses here for it. It's terrible. Yeah, there's no shot that can fix an obesity epidemic. And what we're getting done, it's like a seesaw, isn't it? A teeter-totter, whatever you call it over in the States. They're showing you pills to make you thin. At the same time, they're showing you fast food adverts. So, Mackey's and Burger King on one hand, a pill on the other hand, and it balances out. You can eat as much shite as you want and just take one of these pills, you'll stay thin. Your heart will explode, but you'll stay thin. The Ozempic look is horrible. It's horrible. I think people would be better off if they didn't care what other people think of them, 100%. No one should really. I know it's horrible. Trying to explain that to people, they can't help it at times, but you do. I think most people at some point reach that stage where they go, I don't care anymore. If you could just think like that when you were young, it'd fix so many issues. I've not seen John Gooden. It doesn't look that bad, does he? Your aunt's had anorexia, your kidneys are wrecked now. And again, no matter how many times you tell people, this is how dangerous it is, I'll be alright. I'll be the one who's okay, really. A socially healthy society with equity of access to good, fresh food and the ability to be physically active, that's the one, in ways that work for each person. Not having the financial stress makes for well people. It does. That's the thing as well, that the stuff that works well for each person. Because what works for me doesn't work for you. But having the access to decent food and to whatever works for you to keep you healthy. One of the best things we've got in the UK, and it doesn't seem to be the same thing in the States, is walking culture, just in general. You can go in the States, there's loads of places. You can go to national parks and go for a walk for as many miles as you want. But just in general, being able to just go up the road and go on a walk, go for an 8-mile walk in the woods and near the beach and what have you, and all that is on our doorstep all the time, constantly. We don't use it as much as we should do. That should be something we cherish. I go and do it round here, just going for my walk. I would love to be able to go to the Lake District or back to North Wales and on a proper walk around there. Because it's just there. But I can't, I'm not strong enough to do it. Yeah, difficult when you're in the limelight and everyone's got an opinion about it. But it shouldn't be impossible. Christine, you're not thin. Are you happy? Are you healthy? That's the thing, isn't it? As long as you're happy and healthy. The health more than anything else. And when you smile, does it light up a room? Don't see many people struggle to walk into a room and then smile and it lights up the room. It doesn't. It just makes people go, oh, poor sod. She needs a pan of scouse. You need a just midget size. You're not a midget size. Tristan and his old 11th century tale, Richard's looking it up. From Welsh mythology. You are comfy. Comfy's the best thing you can be. If you're happy in your own skin, I think it's amazing. And it takes people, most of the time it takes them until they're in the 30s, 40s, 50s before they are. When you need it, when you're in your teens and 20s, ideally. It took me till I was in my late 20s, I think, before I thought, you know what, I don't care anymore. I'm just going to be me. If you like me, you like me. If you don't, you don't. And then people didn't like me. Fuck them. The suburbs where you grew up and your mum's mum lived. Very walkable and bike friendly. There you go. No sidewalks. The States is such a brilliantly huge place, but it's full of everything. You should have access to everything you want in the States. If you want to walk in the desert, you'll be able to walk in the desert. If you want to walk in somewhere that looks as though it's Britain and Ireland. I mean, New England is New England for a reason, with all the beautiful leaves changing colour during the fall and what have you. There should be everything for everybody in the States. You should be able to walk wherever you want. There's beaches everywhere. You can go skiing if you want. There's proper mountains, huge mountains. Prairie land. There's everything. You should be able to walk in every single state. More of that. Welsh and Cornish. Same thing, Welsh and Cornish, aren't they? As are you Irish and you Scots as well. Yeah, other people's opinions are on them too. Yeah. So too fat, too thin, too old, too whatever, you can't win. Just give up at that point. I am what I am. I am what I am. Descartes, wasn't it? Or Popeye, if you watch Red Dwarf. It's 100% true. You are what you are. And it's within our DNA. It's coded within our DNA. You are going to be within this range of weights. Anything beyond that, you're in trouble. Too low, you might not be around much longer. Too much, you might struggle to have a decent quality of life. You're supposed to be within that. You're going to be X amount of inches high. Your eye colour's going to be a certain colour. You can't change it. You can mess around with it as much as you like, but what you are is what you are. End of story. Yeah, to hell with everyone else. Fuck them. People wonder why you're not into sport. Because you were too busy backcombing your hair and singing, that's why. Students without vehicles at the university had to cross major roads and across unmounted fields to get to the closest Walmart. Imagine doing that in the Texas heat. That's stupid. Just isn't built for it. Everything's built for... Which is why I find it really strange. Watching a lot of people moaning in the States at the moment. How unfair things are. It's so unfair. Gas prices. And it's always gas prices. You're paying less than the rest of the world anyway. If you didn't have to pay so much money because you're constantly driving everywhere, you wouldn't be that much of an issue. Petrol's expensive at the moment over here, so I'll walk more. I'll walk to the shop a bit more often, so I'm saving money. The States doesn't have it just because of how things are set up. Like you say, you can't just walk to the nearest shop because you've got to cross Interstate 658, which is 28 lanes on each side. Just, it's not set up for it whatsoever. Less driving, less gas money, less you need to pay out. More health. Too late though. The car companies bought the situation that you have now. So you're stuck with it. Unless bit by bit you start changing cities into more walking cities. You could start that way. Like Amsterdam used to be a proper car city, and then they got rid of the cars. And people, you can't do that. You can't. It's quite famous. There's photos of it. You can't do that. You can't do that. Yeah, we did. Now you can't drive in parts of the city. What are we going to do? Walk or get a bike? Really? Yes, really. It's much better. Loads of cities nowadays are just getting rid of cars as much as possible, or having them on the periphery, over there somewhere. Just walk more. So much better for you. I am my own special creation. I am. And so what? If I love each sparkle and each spangle. Yeah. Unmowed. I knew what you meant. I'm struggling to talk today as well. Probably a chance of snakes. There's snakes everywhere. Snakes everywhere. All over Facebook, isn't there? Inbox me, hun. Inbox me. Be loads of dodgy spiders. The fucking spiders get everywhere as well. Even Mars. Or did David Bowie lie to us? He wouldn't do that, would he? Bowie and spiders. I think snakes on the eastern side of the state don't sit out like the rattlers on the west side. Probably hidden from the sun under junk. That's some junk you've got on you if you're hiding rattlers under your... Yeah. Everywhere, said St. Patrick. Snakes on Shane. Whenever Mandy watches, there's snakes on Shane's live. There is. Mandy appears, the snakes arrive. He's only ever seen them twice, he said. Both times you were watching. You are the common... Well, I'd be a common denominator as well, wouldn't I? You are the common denominator. Mandy is the snake charmer. Unbelievable. Unfucking believable. What's the Welsh for snake? Mandy, what's the Welsh for snake? What is it? Is it a mad word? Or do you call it like snaky eye or something? Spiders not more than other states. The recluse and black widows in a variety of states don't have the scary things as much as the southwest, like fewer dangerous scorpions. Och, neither a lender nor a borrower be. Yeah. Or is that neither? Neither? I don't know, I can't speak Welsh. I thought it might be one of those weird Welsh words that you haven't actually got, so you just nick an English one. Snaky eye. Snaky eye! Free kick. Things like that, you know what I mean? Nachi pass and doe je him. Free kick. Welsh is too confusing. Watching football on S4C on Scorio. Just be mumble jumbly Welsh stuff and all of a sudden an English word to get thrown in there. Stupid to drive to Amsterdam anyway. It shouldn't have been allowed anyway back in the day. In the 70s, 60s and 70s there was cars everywhere. Then they just decided, no, not doing that. People walking and cycling is much better for the environment. Parking costs are sky high and you're stuck in traffic most of the time. It is quicker to walk. I don't think there's any city on the planet where driving through it in rush hour is quicker than walking through it in rush hour. Probably why adders are named Inada. Anada. Ah, right, Nada. Nada. Anada. There you go. Gracias, Anada. That probably is then, isn't it? That's probably where it's come from, or at least that'll be where the original... It'll be the same in... Is it the same in Celtic Irish as well? Same with Celtic Scots as well. Must be have a common name where it's come from at least. I like that, Anada. Gracias, Ada. Another Ada. Another Ada. I'm losing the fucking plot today, I really am. Torrential rain there now. I can't... mind you, I'm 30 miles away, aren't I? Torrential rain. Does that mean... Is it heading towards us afterwards? Can we have a look? You need the rain though, don't you? Weather. Where's the weather? We have rain coming at 11 o'clock. So it must be coming from Ireland, over to Wales, over to Angleterre. Drink tea. We desperately need rain in all of the UK and Ireland. Ada is Nahar. So it's near enough the same, isn't it? That has got, it's got to have a common ancestor. Nahar. It sounds a bit like knacker, doesn't it? They all knacker around the road there. So Nahar's for glue by. We need rain on your wedding day. Is that? We might actually have a little bit of rain here now. Is it spitting? It's spitting. We could definitely do with it. The canals have run dry in lots of England, especially. So we need rain. So gold thermos the other day. Just saying, gold thermos. There's a gold thermos. Oh my word! Why did you say that to me, Christine? Why? Why would you do that to me? Why would you do that to me? I'm not looking. Oh, fucking gold thermos. Let's have a look. Come on, let's have a look. If I do get a gold thermos, I will sing Shirley Bassey every time I pick it up. Oh, you fucker. There we go. It says copper. It's gold. Looks gold to me. Is it close enough for jazz? Gold thermos. Na, 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 na. Knacker is a dodgy term for it. I do. I am aware of that one, Donald. I have quite a few Irish mates back in the day. Driving on the canals, you have to be slow or you're catapulted. Sam, you got nearly an inch yesterday. It's been a while. 2 weeks at last since the last rain. We need rain over here badly. Look at it. It's amazing. Bloody beautiful. What other colours have we got? No. I want a royal blue one, but it was too fucking expensive. That does say copper, but it looks gold to me. How much is the royal blue one? Royal blue thermos mug. No, not that one. That's just... They're all 25 quid, but for some reason it was fucking... This one was about 40 or something. It's ridiculous. Problem with the dikes and parts of the water. Roads are forbidden because the water level is too low. We need far more of that. That's gone on a list. It has gone on a list. Royal blue will match the cap. And the colour in my eyes. 40, I know, 40 quid. Don't mention the jukebox. I've mentioned it once, but I think I've got away with it. Who was I talking to about them? Who was I talking to about AC/DC and someone? Oh, I can't remember who it was. I can't remember, but it was having a proper conversation about it. The shite. You like the red one? FC20 red, obviously. I don't mind that because it's a certain kind of red. It looks to me like Red Dwarf. Do 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 do. See? So it reminds me of Red Dwarf. A nice metallic red it is. Not a Garibaldi red for Notts Forest. Not a you make me sick red for Liverpool across the park. A nice metallic red, a nice FC20, a nice Wrexham red. A Borough red. A Red Dwarf red. It's the Metallica Black Album, don't get on that either. Who's this now? Can't even see. Pardon. Garibaldi red. That was on, I've been listening to an audiobook by Kevin Day, which is all about the, at the time, 92 Football League teams and interesting things behind them and the reason why you should not support them. And Garibaldi red was mentioned in a few teams, not just Nottingham Forest. Need a green Starbug one. If I can get a green star, I need to get a green Starbug or a Red Dwarf for behind here anyway. But they cost a bleeding fortune. But if I find a green Starbuggy coloured thermos, I'll get one of those as well. Simply, oh, don't get me started on him. Something got me started. I hate him. Mick Hucknall, what a prick. I hate Scousers, I fucking hate Scousers. Who's your favourite band? The Beatles, man, the Beatles. Prick. Shagged 1,000 women, well done. Simply irritating. The whale's gone mad. You understand me? The whale's gone mad. Don't mention Akadaka to get me started. Not having it. Not having it. Pee break. Pee break. Pee break. Pee break. Pee break. Yeah, no. I don't mind. If people want to listen to AC/DC, I've not got a problem with it whatsoever. It's not an issue. What I can't stand with them is people telling me how good they are. Moon is lost with the red light, it is. Even worse with the green. We'll leave it at blue. Because now it's getting night anyway, it's getting dark, isn't it? So it should be this colour. I quite like that as well. It's not as nice and warm and toasty as the other one is, but the blue also makes the actual light of the lighthouse show better, doesn't it? I like that. They're great live. No, they're not. They're not great live. They're shit live. They're playing pub rock music for people who only know pub rock music. I could play AC/DC on the second day that I picked the guitar up. Fucking annoying. Angus Young, greatest guitarist ever, mate. Really? Yeah, watch this. Oh, you're better than him, aren't you? Yes. When you learn that, second day. It's just, it's meat and potatoes rock. For people who lack the emotional intelligence to learn a sixth chord, which still makes them better than fucking Status Quo, like. They are, you've seen them live, had a great night. Oh, no, it's just shit. It's shit. Just, there's so much good music out there, they haven't produced any of it. Know what I mean? There's some amazing things, really complicated, incredible music. Things where envelopes have been pushed to places where envelopes have never been pushed before, and then fuckers turn up there. What have you got, mate? What else? Potatoes? And nothing. They should be British. They are British cuisine, that's what they are. When the Americans go on about British cuisine not being, there's no seasoning, what they mean is fucking AC/DC. There's no seasoning, there's nothing, there's no flavour. Just give them an OXO cube for a start. That'll make a difference. It's the same song over and over again. I've not seen them live, no. Because I only go and see decent bands live. Why the fuck would I want to go and see AC/DC live? Unless it was the very, very final tour they were ever doing, the final gig of the final tour ever. I'd watch the encore just to make sure they fucked off and then smashed their instruments to 1,000 million pieces. We're thinking of making a comeback, you even dare. They're not even rock and roll. That annoys the life out of me. They're so heavy, really. The Prodigy are a dance band. They're heavier than AC fucking DC. What you mean is they turn the amps up very loudly. That doesn't make you heavy. Annoying shower of bastards. Nah, you see, I despise learning guitar. You learn to hate a lot of people. Pink Floyd, Led Zeppelin, you start to hate these people. I don't hate Pink Floyd and I don't hate Led Zeppelin, but I hate certain songs by both of them. And I hate people that come in and tell you how good Eric Clapton is as a guitarist. Alright, yeah, sound, he is. Have you ever heard him play more than 5 notes? Has he played anything other than the pentatonic scale? What? Blues guitarists fucking wind me up. There's 8 notes. 8 notes in a proper scale, not just 5. It makes such a difference to when you're soloing. Sounds amazing, and I'm going to stick with the normal 5. BB fucking King. Repeat until death. It annoys me. Sorry. You saw Hawkwind, boring, don't remember anything about the light show. Was there not a rather statuesque, buxom lady taking all her clothes off as well? What was her name? I can't remember her name. Famous, just used to get on stage with her and take all her clothes off. So of course their shows were famous for naked lady, people smoking weed in the audience. Anastasia, is that her name? People getting stoned, light shows, and Silver Machine, isn't it? Although my favourite Hawkwind song will never ever be Silver Machine. It was always Hurry on Sundown. I love Tangerine. Is that what you're calling me? Your love Tangerine. How wrecked were you, Mandy? How wrecked were you? Were you off your bar now? Too shy on the dookie? You like Life in the Big Apple and turn your back on me? My favourite song by Kajagoogoo is Ooh To Be Ah. Brilliant tune. You saw Hawkwind lots at Sheffield City Hall. I can imagine that. They do seem a sort of Sheffield and Nottingham kind of band. I can imagine playing there lots. Nottingham Rock City and places like that, yeah. Was Lemmy there with them? Was it in the Lemmy days? Pre-Motorhead days? Because he was with them, wasn't he? Yeah, they've got a song called Hurry on Sundown, which is a really, really good tune. No one ever talks about it. Did I say Off Your Bar Now? It is a very, very regional thing. It stems from Off Your Barnet, and your Barnet stems from a Cockney rhyming slang for Barnet fair, hair. If you're off your Barnet, you're off your head. Means you're either drunk or very heavily drugged. Off your bar now. I heard quite a lot in Liverpool. Lad, I was off me bar now. We manipulate the language to such a degree that people don't like us anymore. That's what we've got in common with the Irish. That use of the English language. Just, we'll move it and change it to how we want to use it. It's brilliant. I love it. You Irish use our language much better than we do. These derivations are fascinating. Well, and also, I can also make things up as I go along, so be prepared for some of that. You didn't intend to see them. It was rock night at the uni, which is every night. Every night at uni is rock night. Which is a regular go-to, obviously. They just happen to be on. Too late to change plans. You couldn't change plans anyway. Whether they were good or shite, you would have to go and watch them at least once. In the same way that, as much as I despise them, if AC/DC were ever playing in a place that I was in, I would sit and watch them to say that I've watched AC/DC live. Because it is a tick in the box. I've seen U2 live. Tick in the box. It's just to say I've watched Hawkwind live. I mean, look, all these years later, it's a topic of conversation during a live stream because you went to see Hawkwind. Rock Night in Uni sounds good. What about Quark, Strangeness and Charm? Interesting band. Never eaten Quark. It's nice, isn't it? Very yogurty, I think. Strangeness and Charm. I'm all about strangeness and charm, Christine. You saw Whitesnake twice. Is that to make sure they were as shit as you thought they were first time? Here I go again. Oh, the Hawkwind track. Yeah, I say Hurry on Sundown is just my favourite. Pretty much as well because when I was first learning guitar, it was an easy song to play. And I used to love it. It's got a really nice ramshackle vibe to it. It's my song. Quark, Strangeness and Charm. Thank you very much. I am very charming. Very, very fucking strange. I'm going to listen to that. I will give that a listen. Thank you, Christine. I will give that a listen. Adrian van den Berg, Say No More. Of course, of course. Was he as quick with his fingering as people said he is? Very, very good guitarist. Adja. Very good guitarist. He played on a Steve Vai album. And he was very good on that as well. But again, as much as I like Steve Vai, Joe Satriani, Adrian van den Berg, all these showy offy kind of guitarists, it's technical, it's showing off a bit, isn't it? There's more emotion in one David Gilmour string bend than there is in all their entire careers put together. If, on the other hand, you can combine both technical ability and feel and emotion, that makes you something really special. And I suppose Adrian van den Berg got as close to that as anyone else, I suppose, didn't he? Suppose. I don't mind the occasional bit of showing off, but there's times I just listen to likes of Inge Malmsteen and think, yeah, what's the point? What is the point? Like Mariah Carey singing, what's the fucking point? It's a one-syllable word. How have you got 700 notes into this one word? Stop it. It's wank. Don't like it. Have you listened to the original Skid Row? Gary Moore, oh my word, what a guitarist he was. Oh. Every time he hit a string bend as well, he looked like he just achieved sexual congress. Oh. What a guitarist. Yeah, I listened to quite a bit of Gary Moore back in the day. Of course, everybody who wanted to be a guitarist wanted to be able to play Parisian Walkways. Which I could. Steve Vai was with Whitesnake the second time you saw him at Monsters of Rock. Incredible technical guitarist. He was also with Public Image Limited, which is mind-blowing how he ended up playing alongside Johnny Rotten in a band. But he did. Because Keith Levine wasn't playing with them at the time. possibly down to sticking things into his arm too often. Stevie Ray Vaughan wasn't bad. He wasn't bad at all, but he was also one of the most overrated guitarists in history. I just, some of these guitarists I hate. No, I don't hate them. I hate the reputation that they've had. Clapton's vastly overrated. Anybody who's from the southern half of the States will tell you Stevie Ray Vaughan's the greatest guitarist of all time. Not even close. Just because they got the reputation of, I don't know, representing an entire area, half of the States. He's got to be the best ever. Fucking hell, mate. There's much better guitarists out there. But he can play. He really could. It was a double trouble he was with, Stevie Ray Vaughan. I just used to get annoyed when I was first learning guitar and people were telling me about all these fantastic players. And I'm listening to them thinking, I've heard other people do exactly the same thing. What have they done to move things further forward? And a lot of them don't. Some do. Jeff Beck, fucking hell, Jeff Beck came along and blew everyone out the water in the 60s. And then in the 70s, 80s and 90s, he was blowing people out the water, trying different things all the time. But some of them just stick back and do the same thing over and over again. I hate that. All right, you're brilliant at doing that. What else can you do? Best guitarist I've ever heard in my life is my mate, Gary Potter, from Huyton, now lives in Wrexham. Who's a jazz guitarist. Started off learning how to play Django Reinhardt stuff. And he's brilliant. He is beloved in the Django gypsy jazz guitar community. But he can do anything. Anything you can think of on a guitar he can play. Any style. Absolutely, he's just the most naturally gifted man I've ever seen with an instrument in his hand. Jeff Healey, similar, not bad. Blind, yeah. And being a lap player, I can't get my head around that. I don't understand being a blind guitarist. I certainly don't understand being a blind guitarist who played like Jeff Healey does. Incredible. Adrian was better. Vi was prancing, showing off his gimmicky guitars, his 7 strings. Adrian just stood, head down, played like he was on his own, playing in his bedroom. Excuse me. Yeah. A lot of them are just wank though. It's literally, it's wanking with your guitar. Look at me. Just fucking stop. Play something that has got feel to it. Again, Dave Gilmour's brilliant at it. Pink Floyd guitar solos, when he plays them, it's all about emotion. It's incredible. A lot of these aren't. A lot of them is, let's see how quick I can play, or let's see how technical the scales can be that I play. Anyone can do that. Anyone can practice to become really quick. Not everyone can practice to have heart and taste. I have got love on my side. What a great tune that is, by the way. It's the Twins of Thompson-esques. There's too much heavy metal guitaring which is done to impress other boys, not to show what kind of emotion you're feeling. It's all about impressing people. It's dick swinging. I don't like it. This is the fastest guitarist in the world. Does that make him good? Well done. Congratulations. You can play quicker than a metronome. Fair play to you. What kind of emotion are you trying to say with this? Emotion? What's emotion? Above all, he's Nederlanders. You see, guitarists I love. I mean, Bob Fripp from King Crimson. He can be very, very technical. He can be very precise. He sort of invented math rock, all that kind of stuff. He can do all that. But then he done the 2-note solo on Heroes by David Bowie, because that's what it needed. It didn't need 6 million notes playing. It didn't need this, that and the other. It just needed 2 notes playing over and over again. And it works perfectly. And you don't notice it until you listen to it without... When someone points out the guitar solo in Heroes is only 2 notes. Know what I mean? You wouldn't have wanted to talk to him But you would have wanted to have made contact with him. Is that right, Mandy? Yeah. I don't need you to talk. I don't need you to talk. Just get on with it. Buckethead is decent. Plays to play. Plus over 800 albums. There's a lot of guitarists I absolutely love because of how they play. Don't have to be show-offs. Jeff Buckley was really good. Technically really good. But also had a lot of taste about him as well. Nick Drake for the more folk side of things. A lot of hugely overrated guitarists, and there's some that are so underrated because people don't realise what they do until you take them out of the band. You go, oh wow, they don't sound the same anymore. Not a massive fan of The Edge, but if you take him out of U2, U2 don't sound like U2 anymore. So he's sort of become bigger than the band. The sound is bigger than just one person. And then people like Jimmy Page is, again, can be very, very quick, very technical, but plays lots of stuff with real heart and emotion and feeling into things. It's nice if someone plays a solo that you actually feel what they're feeling when they play it. Doesn't take a lot of working out if someone's feeling angry or sad or someone's really got the blues, you can feel it. And it's such an easy instrument to play, the guitar. Sort of, well, it's not easy, obviously, but it's easy to pick up and actually learn how to strum a few chords and play a few songs. So it's a low bar to entry when it comes to guitar playing. Most people can get into it and play a little bit. To then move that on to become something spectacular takes a lot of doing. So I've got a huge amount of respect, even for guitarists who I don't like. To reach where they've reached is amazing. But for those who can really share emotion with you, Gary Moore was brilliant for it. Absolutely superb for it. Rory Gallagher as well, funnily, another lunatic Irish guitarist. Would I have one of Mars guitars which are currently up for auction? If I won the lottery tomorrow, I would buy every one of them I could get my hands on. He is an absolute genius of a guitar player, guitarist. Don't even know what you'd call him because he isn't like an average everyday guitarist. He's something else. Guitar wielder. He's amazing, man. Someone who can make a guitar sing. Beautiful. You've had a guitar since the late 80s, but still can't play. You should be able to play. It's a piece of piss. £50,000 estimate on the acoustic, on which there is a light and it never goes out, was written. Oh my word. Watch more adverts, please. I need to buy a guitar. I just love some of his stuff. Anything to say I've owned a guitar that was owned by Johnny Marr. You have a theory that you need a J name to be a good guitar person. Yeah? Johnny Marr, John Squire, Johnny Greenwood, Jack White, Jimi Hendrix, George Harrison. Not even a simple strum, Mandy. Excuse me. Jimmy Page, yeah. It does help, doesn't it? Yeah, Johnny Greenwood's amazing. John Squire was fantastic. Who plays a lot of Jimi Hendrix style music. Johnny Marr's my favourite, I think. Just because he was sort of a working class mank lad as well. In an era where working class lads didn't write shimmering, happy, upbeat guitar music. You either got on there and started playing Led Zepp, balls to the wall kind of rock and roll, or you played your indie stuff and it was a bit more, I don't know, dark and droney or something. You just turned up and all of a sudden the treble was turned up slightly. It was more bright, it was more upbeat. Brilliant. So melodic. It's a choice, nails or guitar. Nails win. Jess has both, and she will wear her nails for a week or two and then they come off so she can play guitar. Can't bridge either. You don't need to bridge. Not always. Party Girl by U2, what a boss tune that is. Nail on head, Mandy. Nail on head. It's either nails on heads or no nails. No more nails. But I'm so glad that Jess started playing guitar and stuck with it, because no matter what happens now for the rest of her life, she can play. She owns guitars and she can play. If she's ever bored, just reach out, you pick your guitar up and you can play. You can entertain yourself. You can entertain your mates. You can have sing-songs. If you're so inclined, you can go on the beach during the summer and have a sing-song on the beach with your mates. All those things that you see in like TV shows, you can do it all. You can be the one. Sitting around a campfire, you can be the one that picks a guitar up and plays. I know you grow yours. You grow yours far too fucking stabby. Nails can be a benefit. They can for plucking, but they can't be too long. Otherwise, you'll see a lot of proper, full-on proper guitarists have them on one hand only, or sometimes just a thumbnail, so that you can pick. And the left hand, if they're right-handed, very, very short nails, right hand, proper talons. Never been able to do that. Never been a really good finger picker, but I can do a little bit. But it's with me actual, the fingers and thumb, what have you, not nails. Just feels weird. Yeah, no, maybe, I don't know. I know yours are all natural. Yours are all natural, Mandy. Scary, but all natural. Never annoy the life out of Mandy. Eyes missing and everything. It could be good for plucking chickens, couldn't it? I'm not a chicken plucker, I'm a chicken plucking son. Can't even say it. How bad is this? Why do people watch me? I can't even talk. I wouldn't watch me. And I'm me. Very Lionel Esther, very Lionel Messi. Yeah, you got to be careful with long nails. I suppose it can stop you doing loads of things. So that's your decision, isn't it? Do you want your nails or want to be able to do other things? Plus, you're an active kind of person, Mandy, sort of creating things. Your nails can't be good for stuff like that, for knitting and for whittling. What was the thing you whittled? Swords and stuff. Wooden swords. Yeah, plucking chickens would be the thumb pad on the side of the index finger, which is very much like I used to play on the guitar. Finger picking. Finger licking, finger picking. See, it all adds up. Perfect. You do more damage when you break one. Is that because you start throwing things at anyone who's near you when you break one? Ah, fucking thing. Ah. Very dangerous. Oh, I know, I'm starting to get annoyed now. I want to play guitar. I just can't play guitar, you know. I'm going to have to push myself a little bit more. I have a whiteboard and have on there 5, 10, 15 minutes or something, and make sure that I fill in at least one of those every day for a week. At least 5 minutes a day. At the moment I pick it up whenever I feel like, and it's not very often. With talons it'd be messy. It would be very messy. Have I tried sliding the guitar? I tried it years and years ago when I was first starting. I just couldn't do it. And if you play a slide guitar, you've got to have it set up different to playing a normal guitar. The strings are got to be higher up, the action's got to be higher. I normally have mine as a fairly low action, If you do that with a slide, it doesn't sound right. So it's got to be fairly, the string's got to be higher off the fretboard. So I'd need a separate one. I was talking last night about possibly trying getting a left-handed guitar, because I can do all the chord shapes with my right hand easily. But yeah, it's annoying because I know how to play, and I'm actually fairly decent at playing, but this just won't allow me to. Bastard thing. Start by at least picking it up and strumming it. That's easy though, but it doesn't do me any good. It doesn't do any good at all, because it's that bit that I need to fix. That's never changed. I can always do that. I need to be able to actually see. Fucking hell. Looks like I'm trying to play lead there. Oh, fucking annoying. Ah, no, that's annoying me. It's annoying. Oh. Cramp was starting to come in there. Cramp. Ah. Started sounding like Lennon. I'm not comparing myself to Jesus, you know. Could try sliding from the top of the neck instead of the usual way. It might be easier. You did show me a gadget with the buttons held down. I'm not interested, I'm not. I don't want to cheat at playing guitar. I can play. I want to be able to go back to playing the way I used to. I don't need gadgets. I don't want anything else. I want to be able to actually pick it up and play. Slide guitar. It is recount. Yes, there is slide. Which is normally, it used to be a bottleneck, a literal bottleneck, but now it's like a metal slide. So it's all like here. That's exactly what it sounds like. Yeah, it's far more difficult. Normally need open tuning rather than your normal standard tuning. So it's very, very complicated. I couldn't get my head around it at the time. And now it's too late. Now that I'm a unidexter. To hell with the consequences. I'll get there. As Jeff is my witless, I will get there. But on the plus side, no. Anyway. Right, it's table or console guitar. Yeah, like a lap steel, pedal steel. Still need 2 hands for that, but yeah, I could, in theory, use a lap steel. Steve Howe from Yes can really play the shit out of those things. He's amazing. My favourite guitarist of all time. Maybe a harp, a one-handed harp. The start of Running to Standstill by U2 on Joshua Tree. All that stuff's a piss easy to play. Loads of U2 stuff sounds complicated, but it's not. It's just, it's a delay pedal. So you get the little echo on it, which makes it sound really complicated, but it's not. They started doing a lot of that on The Unforgettable Fire, I think. That started to become more of a thing. Yeah, loads of effects. You can, with effects, you can make yourself sound incredible. I've got a really good effects pedal with loads of built-in stuff on there. Can make myself sound incredible. I'm not bad anyway, but I can make myself sound fucking incredible. And it's a little bit cheaty. A little bit cheaty. So when you see people shredding and you look at them and think, right, this is not the sound that's coming out of that thing there, mate. Not a chance. Not a chance. See the Bill Bailey U2 sketch? Exactly that, yeah. As soon as you take the effect off, it's very cartoonish. But to be fair to the Edge, to be fair to him, there's a skill involved in getting that sound. I can do it. Most guitarists can do it. he invented it and come up with some incredible songs based on that particular thing. Where the streets have no name, all at the beginning of it, the same thing. It's their thing, isn't it now? It's their sound. But there you go. Anyway, right, I'm knackered. I'm aching all over. Aching all over. So, dancing shoes. We haven't had dancing shoes for a while, have we? A full week without dancing shoes. Come on. Get them on. Get them on. Get onto the dance floor. Let's do this thing.
Another great night here at the Paris Pause. Folks, go give yourself a round of applause. We've had a good chat, told the odd joke. Now get in the hot tub for a post-stream soak.
And that's that.
Hoo-yah!